on over. There we go.
I guess I have one more. That's fine. I won't make any more.
Alright, here we go. Episode 8, after the Thanksgiving festivities. Did everyone have a good Thanksgiving?
I'm
Probably.
full to bursting
Yeah.
to this day.
Nice, nice. How are the ribs?
Oh, man.
You have ribs.
So good.
Thanksgiving ribs. Very nice.
Shit, I wish my Thanksgiving had ribs. Ribs are my favorite.
Yeah, ribs are definitely good. Like,
I made 11 pounds.
11
ribs.
pounds.
11.7.
Sounds like a lot.
That's crazy.
My best pub meal is chicken and ribs, definitely. Oof. Alright, so here we are, at the end, from returning of our second mystery, or level 3. We concluded in Baldur's Gate the mystery where you tracked down the source of these people-eating books to a group of lycanthropes, specifically werejackals. After tracking them down to their headquarters, you stormed the gates and took most of them out and sent the rest of them on the way after taking pretty much everything, leaving a few gold so they can survive, but yeah, making them promise to never return and do the same thing again. Yeah, so you kind of made your way back to Candlekeep after that, and you turned in all that you learned. Did you return all the books you found?
Yeah, I think we decided
I think
we were
we
going
did,
to.
yeah.
Right on. Yeah, so you returned the books. Everyone at Candlekeep was pretty stoked about that, and your reward was level 3 and yeah, the Helm of Comprehend Languages. Not sure who's holding on to that. Any idea? Is it anyone?
I don't even remember who had it last.
I don't think we
anybody
decided.
ever had it.
Yeah, and is it something you need to attune to? Let's have a little look. Helm
I
of
think Salam took it, but no
Comprehended
one else
Languages.
No, I
actually
didn't.
used it.
I didn't take it. We never decided who took it.
No, I
Yeah.
meant like you were holding on to it.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, because I remember. I think I remember right. You were like, that you hold on to it, and we'll decide later.
Yeah, you can
Is that-
decide later. It's wondrous item, uncommon. I don't think you need to attune to it. It doesn't mention, but yeah, basically comprehend languages spell at will. How about that? So yeah, give that to whoever would like it. Use it, sell it, throw it away.
So for more than we sold the dagger.
Yeah, that was a bargain for that antiques collector, indeed. Anyway, yeah, so you guys rest up and then you spend the week kind of chilling out, doing some downtime activities. Salam went out herb gathering in the local area, came back with quite a bountiful collection harvest, yeah, and made some potions, stronger than usual, but yeah, some potent potions. Let's move you guys out to Candlekeep. So yeah. Okay, let's go back here. Candlekeep. Move you in. Yeah. Oh yeah, there. Valor. Valor's a thing. Yeah, Valor will have come back. And kind of seeing that her name's been cleared, she'll just leave, not finishing the shingling of the roof, but yeah, she'll call you all friends, and if your paths ever cross again, you can count on her if you're in need of something, or if you would need her in some way, perhaps you could reach out in the future. We'll see. But yeah, she heads on out, and she's not really stopped since her name has been cleared, and there's no need to hold her to finishing the roof shinglinging. So yeah, off she goes. Alright, let's handle the rest of the downtime activities. We'll rattle through them as quickly as possible. So let's start with Rolo. So you're going to go off carousing, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
To get into the same mischief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
I
good.
feel like I high rolled last time, so I highly doubt it'll be as productive.
You did roll quite well last time. Let's see. So carousing, we're gonna use this one. Let me just double check. All right, yeah. So roll a D100 for me, please, as you go carousing throughout the week.
I thought it was 100 for a second.
Almost. All right, you got a 10. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe you kind of rock on up to the last place you were carousing, kind of confident that it will go the same way. However, yeah, maybe it doesn't go quite as well as you would hope. Yeah, so maybe you kind of get a bit too much into your drinks. You maybe caused a few pranks and japers, perhaps. Maybe if there's anything specific you have in mind, you can let me know on what kind of japer you pull. But essentially, this japer results in... Let's see, where are we? Roll 1d4. So yeah, you don't. There isn't jail in Candlekeep, but let's say this jape that you pull kind of even with your current standing, you get confined to your room for 1 day, and you have to pay a 10 gold fine. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I said it's a better outcome than last week.
Yeah, so yeah, if you think of any specific kind of japer or prank you pull, you can send that to me later and I'll note that down. Yeah. So that's what happens for your carousing. So yeah, you kind of, let's say towards the end of the week, you kind of pull off your japer and you get kind of confined to your room and the fine of 10 gold pieces, and that concludes that. So let's go over to Azza. So you maybe visit the smithy and speak to Keril Hammerbinds about how you wish to reforge, resmith, basically turn your silver sword, in air quotes, into an actual silver sword.
There's all these quotes in the way of my silver. It's getting in the way of hunting these monsters. Can you forge that out?
I'm sure he can, no problem. Let's see, how much
These quotation marks are really annoying.
silver weapons go for in D&D?
100 gold pieces. I looked
Okay.
up the advance.
All right, 100 gold pieces. So he'll give you a staff discount of let's say he'll do 80 gold pieces. How does that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that will be ready for you at the end of the week, and you spend the rest of the time doing your work as a mercenary background thingy-majobber. So yeah, that was 2 gold per day. So yeah, you go off, do something locally, or go maybe a little bit further, but yeah, you do that. So over to, yeah, where are we? Kane. And you are going to be sowing rumors based on your latest adventure. So let's see. So to kind of ply people with drinks and snacks and whatnot, or to fund your social appearances or whatever, it will cost roughly 1 gold per day. But yeah, can you do either a deception or a persuasion check, please? Oh yeah, you nail it. Yeah. So what do you say to like upgrade your current level of renown?
I'll tell them that we defeated an army of mimics,
All right.
as well as devil worshipping.
Fucking
What
felt
they
like
called
it.
again?
Were
Oh,
jackals.
the werejackals, jackal wares.
Were
or
jackals.
whatever,
There
yeah.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that we had to fight back a corrupt guard.
Oh wow. Yeah. So people really lean in and get super involved in this story. some of them get so invested in the story that they start buying rounds of drinks. So let's refund. Oh, 4 gold. Alright, so yeah, refund 4 gold from the expenses that you were paying, because yeah, that's quite a bit over the DC that you had to make there. Very good. And so also you spend some time kind of shadowing Rolo, do you? Seeing if what he was getting up to.
Yeah, since last time I heard the rumors of a very vertically challenged person making a lot of money in the underground, I would go invisible and follow Rolo to see where it's at.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of spend part of your downtime doing that, and let's say, yeah, you do observe Rolo kind of getting into something, and you kind of also catch him in the midst of his jape or prank or whatever, and you see him getting completely chewed out and kind of confined to his room for a day. Okay, so yeah, and let's say that's where we come to at the end of that. So it's the end of the month, you all get your monthly, the rest of your monthly check, and whatever else you got from your downtime activities at the end of it. So yeah, it's a new month, a new day, and you all come down to have breakfast.
Like a good Candlekeep employee, I'm paid in rare books.
Very good.
Smells like Volo's guide.
Yeah, so you get exactly what you requested. During your breakfast, a robed individual, someone relatively low down, let's say, a kind of errands person of the keep, kind of brings you a very neatly packaged item that is book sized. You open the packages and see it's like a kind of a nice protective covering, and when you open it up, it's that book you wanted. Was it a first or edition, or was it just the one you gave?
First edition. We upgraded.
Okay.
We renegotiated.
I'm not sure how much they go for, but it's probably a lot. Yeah, so it's the first edition of Volo's book, Guide to Monsters or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, also, Kane would have kept that book that that we got to make the homunculus. Or the
notes.
That are
the notes, yeah, the diary. Okay.
Yeah, I would keep that one.
Okay. Yeah, maybe Chadwick will have noted this, but he didn't pipe up. He kind of maybe gives you a sideways glance when you're handing the books in, but he doesn't say anything. But yeah, that was like when you arrived.
Yeah, Kane would willingly give all the other ones that were very fancy named that he knows that the library would definitely want, but the journal he wants to go through it a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, so you can spend some of your downtime kind of going through that, and yeah, it'll take a while, but yeah, you can eventually kind of understand maybe what the process of that they used. Yeah. Good. Alright, so yeah, you all come down for breakfast. At whatever time it is you guys get up. Are you all early risers?
Oh yeah, definitely in this line of work.
Okay.
No, Salam's a night owl.
Okay, maybe you get up maybe a little bit later than everyone else now.
I did all of my gathering at night.
Oh, okay. Is that prime gathering time?
Yeah. For Salam it is.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, maybe you come down, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 o'clock, something like that. In time for maybe a late breakfast or early lunch, whichever. Yeah, what about Rolo and Kane then? Are you early risers?
So Rolo would be coming off of his day of incarceration in his bedroom.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah, I'd say he got out as soon as he felt it was okay too. So let's say the morning.
Basically the drunk tank.
Yeah,
More or
Kane
less.
will get up a late morning after following everybody around.
Okay, so yeah, I guess Azra is first down, and you kind of get your delivery and then you kind of have time to look it over. Make sure you don't spill any of your breakfast on your brand new book. But yeah, and then gradually, one by one, or in pair, or however you all come down, you kind of come down and maybe join Azza or sit nearby and whatnot. But yeah, yeah, you're all having breakfast. Perhaps you didn't see too much of each other throughout the week, so maybe you catch up or something.
Oh, tell me, Kane, what is the secrets behind your mystical arts?
Whatever do you mean?
I've been dabbling myself in big boot on screen. I've been dabbling in the arcane arts myself these last week, and have come to something of a breakthrough.
Ooh.
I see, and what have you learned?
I have mastered a few small spells that are intrinsic to the Hexers of Gwyneth, which I was once a part of. What I'm referring to as the Blade Ward, the Booming Blade, as well as some stronger basic magic such as the ability to charm, ability to produce a thunderous wave and fire from my hands.
Well, I must say that is mighty impressive.
I've also developed a little trick with my blades, but I will keep that a surprise. But I'm curious, what is the secret of your arcane art?
Oh, darling, it's just natural born gift.
Even that spooky thing you did when you were in the fight in the Jackal's den?
Spooky? I don't understand spooky.
I saw that hit which should have taken you down.
Which hit was
Lady
this?
Luck is on my side. It's my strength of the grave.
Oh, but what was the attack though?
I should don't recall.
It knocks me down, but strength of the grave, I make a check.
Oh, okay.
And if it's higher than the damage, I'm at 1 hit point instead of unconscious.
Yeah, I remember it happened. I can't remember what the attack was, but yeah, I remember it happening. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty sure it was that carpet.
Yeah, that carpet. Yeah.
All right, keep your secrets, you Asimar rogue.
Okay.
Oh, now. Salam, were you out prowsing in the jungle again?
Indeed, I was.
I could tell your fur is a bit greener than your left.
Maybe.
This one found many great herbs and was able to make some potions as well.
Yeah, there's a nice little jangle and tinkle of glass in his pouch, perhaps that signifies that.
Well, I'm glad at least you guys were being productive, unlike our delinquent friend over there. And Kane's gonna look towards Rolo.
Rolo looks everywhere except at Kane, with indignation on his face. Can someone tell Kane I don't know what he's talking about?
Well, and make sure you wiped all the crumbs off your bed.
Yeah, it's probably quite a recent occurrence, so perhaps it's not really it's not spread all over Candlekeep yet. Maybe a few people might have heard something about it, but yeah. At this point, let's say a very abnormally large and strong looking gnome comes in and kind of hands Azza a long package, gives you a surly nod, and then leaves.
2 presents in one day. Boy, I am just the luckiest I am the luckiest boy in the Candlekeep.
Mm.
It's clearly shaped like a sword, but like, I
Yeah.
wonder what it could be.
It's like the Harry Potter scene when he gets the broomstick.
What is it? What is it, Harry? I
It's,
don't know. What else has bristles on the back?
it's like wrapped and it's like obviously a sword shape. Yeah.
Open it as a broom of flying. Wow!
Yeah, it's just the one weapon, isn't it, that you got silvered?
Just the one weapon.
Yeah, so yeah, just the one weapon. So yeah, you open it up and it's the weapon that you commissioned to be silvered up, or all
Oh yeah.
shiny and ready for
Oh yeah.
action.
It's got it's got that fresh out of the forge polish.
Mm,
Gonna have to break it in.
yeah. And it
Hey
comes-
Kane, could you stand over there for a second? Don't need to ask too many questions.
I think you have lost your mind.
Just need to break it in.
uh-huh. At that
Well, I'm
point,
sure there'll be time for that.
at that point, Chadwick walks into the room,
Hey, Chaddy.
and he looks very excited. He's got that excited sweat going on, and he's clutching something in his arms. And he kind of scans the
sweat a lot.
room, and he like zones in on you guys and kind of rushes towards you. He does sweat a lot for various reasons. Maybe it's a condition, I don't know, or maybe it's
He's
something.
just
I don't
really
know.
excited.
He does look quite excited. But yeah, he kind of rushes over to you and says, "Hi, how's it going, guys? Had a good week?" "Oh, I've had a good one."
Tell
I've
us
had
about
better.
it.
Yeah. He's kind of nodding, clearly not listening. Yeah, he did almost die once when back in the last adventure, but yeah, he seems to have forgotten all about that. But yeah, you can see him like in his hands. He's clutching what looks to be a black covered book. Yeah. Kind of peeking at it. It looks relatively thin. You can't really make out any title from what you can see currently. But yeah, he kind of goes to slam it on the table, but then kind of just remembers that it's a book and very important, and he kind of just slows down and places it down here and says, "The wine. Remember the wine we got? The oh, what was it? Yes, the red wine from Barovia, right? Yes, it rang a bell. It rang a bell. What were they? The Vistani. Yes, I went to read up on it to see if I could find out the proper lore and any information I could possibly grab a hold of to maybe make sure we get exactly what we need for that bottle. I pored over many books, but nothing seemed to match until I did fall asleep, as I do sometimes while in intense research sessions. But when I woke up, this book was next to me. I don't remember fetching it, but yes, this book. I grabbed it and opened it up, and it seemed to have just so much about the Vistani. Yeah, so you're gonna get this book here. Yes. Not on the cover, but inside it's titled "A Book of the Raven." And yeah, you kind of see this black book here. It's covered in what might be raven feathers, or something along those lines. But yeah.
Just nod. And then I look to the smartest person in the group. Salam, what the hell's a Vistani?
I'm not the smartest person in the group.
Well, Azza seems to think so.
Do I have any idea what the Vistani are?
I don't know. Would like with like where you've been in life, would you have perhaps like come near studying them?
No idea.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, probably not.
Okay. Well, let's do a history check and see.
Well, I'm really good at those. I thought it was gonna be a 1. That would have been perfect.
Okay, 12. You don't know too much, but you do know they are a thing and are real. but yeah, you don't really
I-
know much about them.
This one knows that they are a group of people
People.
and
Good.
that they are real.
Yeah, Chadwick is nodding. Yes, 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 very real. Planar travelers, if you ever thought was possible. Yes, yes, often encountered somewhere in, where was it? Kind of flips through the book. Shadowfell, yes, that's right, that's right. Usually traveling across planes creates madness, but these people seem to be immune to it, often traveling in wagons. Perhaps they're enchanted in some way, I don't know, or it's just a natural hardiness they have. But yes,
This one
yes.
has traveled across planes before and it's not mad.
He kind of just looks at you. Really? Oh, I'd love to hear about that sometime. Sounds fascinating. We know so little of the world beyond ours. Yes, yes, I'd be very interested to hear sometime. Yes, yes. But yes, the Visani, they too travel and do not go mad like yourself. Yes, yes, I would like to know more about that. Yes, anyway, yes, they seem to be a kind people at times. Yes, they often portray great amounts of wealth and kindness when it suits them, but any disagreements, they can end badly, but they can also be reconciled through harmful contests such as singing, dancing, and whatnot. Nothing like a good dance-off, eh? You kind of just, for some reason, locks eyes with Rolo. You look like the dancing type.
Sounds like you're describing any type of people that I've ever met. What does this feather book have to do with me?
Yo, the bottle, yes. But yes, no, it does detail, indicates Barovia and that these people carried such bottles, so yes, a bottle from another plane of existence surely would be valuable, but yes, that is perhaps not the most interesting part of this book. This book was not perhaps written by the Vistani themselves, but it seems to be an account of an anonymous author who unfortunately hurt themselves while riding on horseback, but was rescued and befriended by Vistani travelers and helped them back to their health, during which they traveled around together, mostly within the carriage. Within the first few months, they spent most of their time laid up in a covered wagon, talking to those who came in, writing this journal. It's passed the time. Yes, yes, yes. It seems very nice. There were two mentions. Let's see. What was it? What was it? Ah, yes. A teenage girl named Drasha who tended to his wounds and applied various ointments and whatnot. And the other one was a one-armed boy who, for some reason, had a terrible fear of wolves. He was named Darzin, and would keep them company
Only if a
with.
wolf took his arm. That seems like a.
Perhaps. It does not mention it though. But yes, he kept the company by singing beautiful songs to help her take her mind off the pain. But yes, he details the accounts of the Vistani, emphasizing the food and wine, which is where I read about the bottle, and how it is meant to be quite not the best, but it's decent and from another dimension, so it must be worth a fair amount to the right collector. Yes, but yes, it goes on to talk about rough roads, many days of travel, impenetrable mists and fogs, but crackling fires to keep her warm at night, but often the sounds of howling of wolves in the dead of night, ravens pecking at the roof as the days went by. Unfortunately, things seem to take a bit of a turn later on in the book. The writer says how they were able to exit the wagon, hobble around on crutches. It seems all good at first, but eventually the caravan travelled further into the mists along a winding mountain road to the gates of a tall, dark castle, and that seems to be where the book ended.
Go ahead, Rolo.
Uh, so the book is saying that I'm rich once we sell the wine. Is that what the book is telling me?
I suppose so. There was also this map that was included, and
That is something you really should have
he
led
he
with.
places the map onto the table.
Chadwick, we really must work on your communication skills. You get so excited, you start rambling off, you get all sweaty and red under the collar. You look like a 11-year-old boy who discovered his genitalias for the first time.
You did bury the lead a little bit,
Kane, not while I'm eating.
He goes very red in the face and says, "I will have you know I'm very eloquent and know many words."
Maybe there's a class you can take here within the keep.
There are many
Yes.
classes, usually ones I teach, until I was charged with being your assistant.
No, Chadwick, we see you as an ally, a brother, you know? But really, do better next time.
My good work with that firebolt. My good work. Still brings a tear to my eye.
It's like his face like just flickers in between smiling and frowning at like an alarming rate.
What does this map tell us? Who can read maps here?
I mean, it's all written in common. Yeah, you kind of see the locations, and in the bottom right you have the text. Follow the trail to the hand and horn, past Three Tree Hill, over River Worn to the Worm's Mark. In the foggy moors west of there, the treasure's yours.
Excuse me, can someone clarify treasure on here? What does that mean? More wine?
I suppose treasure is in the eye of the beholder.
This treasure's like sentimental shit.
I'm not sure. It does not say. The book itself just stops, and the last few pages are blank. There seems to be something else written here. It says, "Thank you, High ABV, for following." What does that mean? I'm not sure. Anyway, yes, this map mentions treasure, and I thought that would appeal to you. And yes, if it's treasure of knowledge, I'm sure the keep would be interested. But we need to start in this location here, and he points to the top right of the map, which way. And yes, I can't say I've ever heard of such a place. Have either of you?
Is it on the Sword Coast?
I would not know. That is what I am asking you.
Can Kane make a history check to see if he's heard anything about it, like through his travels and
Yeah, go for it.
spreading and talking of rumors?
Okay. It sounds like a real place, but nowhere you've heard of. Yeah.
So,
Chadwick is just kind of
we-
looking out at everyone, waiting.
So we have a map to a place where we have no idea where it is.
Yes, a mystery, if you will.
Damn it, Chadwick. Maybe we could go become learned in the library, see if we can find anything on this starting point.
Oh, I'm sure our chief map maker will maybe be able to give us some information, or perhaps one of our most learned would perhaps know. Yes.
I'm not sure there's any more learned than Salam, but we'll see.
Would you make an introduction then?
Yes, of course. Yes, let us be off at once if you are finished with your morning eatings. That's a word.
I think I'm full of all the words you spoke, so let's head out.
Okay, so yeah, yes, let us head off to the hearth. Okay, and we'll
Sure.
head over there. Let's see. Candlekeep, locations.
Is there a way to reopen this handout once we close
Oh,
it?
is it? Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the top right, there's a. I think it's a briefcase.
Yeah, it's like an open book, maybe, or is it? Yeah, the
Actually,
journal
no, that's weird. I don't
entries.
see it.
Hang on.
I just see magic items and decks under that.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Let me see. Da 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 da. Okay.
'Cause I don't see it anywhere.
I'll work it out later. For now, I'll just screen dump it into Discord.
Cool.
Oh, that's not. Did it work? Files are too powerful. Okay.
How big are these pictures?
I don't know.
I mean, I can screenshot it and post the file.
Yeah, I'll just show it again. There you go. And you can
Evil
just quickly
beware.
Screenshot it. Yeah.
It's just kind of annoying. I don't want to have to like have
Yeah.
it open the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
hey.
you can screenshot that and have that there. But yeah, I'll try and find where it will be. There's usually a folder for handouts. But yeah, I'll find it later. Don't want to hold us up. So yeah, we'll head to the hearth. So let's pull you all to here.
Whoa.
Okay, into the hearth we go. Yeah, so from the outside, the hearth appears to be a modest tavern of sturdy construction, warm light kind of emanating from the windows and the doors. But upon entering the establishment, you quickly realize that it's much, much more spacious on the inside. Yes, through some sort of extra-dimensional magic, it seems to be at least 3 times larger on the inside. As you kind of enter in, you see that it's a lovely place, bustling, brimming with energy. As you kind of go in, you see that there's a lovely hearth. As you explore as well, up to the kind of middle and then to the left, you come across some sort of powerful orb, which is just radiating energy that just seems to spill all over the place. And Chadwick kind of pipes up and says, yes, this orb is the source of magic that maintains the integrity of this enlarged space. But yeah,
Are we supposed to see something? Because I just see black.
Oh really? Hold on. We can just...
I thought it was a surprise party.
Let's just configure this so you guys can see. There we go. How about now?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There's something a little disorienting about this.
There we go. So yeah, Chadwick will kind of lead you forwards into the main area. It might be a bit disorientating, yeah? So yeah, he kind
Too
of
3D.
beckons you to follow him. But yeah, so yeah, there's the hearth in the center. There's plenty of tables where people are eating and drinking. There's a bar where food and drink can be purchased. And then off to the left up here, yes, there's the orb that Chadwick indicates is the source of the magical energies that maintains the integrity of this extra-dimensional enlargement space kind of thing. Yeah, the kind
I
of
like this
patrons
space.
are a mix of fresh-faced individuals, stodgy scholars, and eclectic guests.
When the group walks in, Do any of them take notice as like since we're the hands of the keeper?
People kind of maybe most people might be engrossed in their readings or chat, but yeah, you do notice some people kind of look up and you kind of overhear murmurs of your exploits, courtesy of the facts that were sown by Cain.
Who's the giant person?
Oh, you guys are just scrolled on up. Yeah, so you kind of come into this middle area here. Let's move you guys up. Yeah, and that's the kind of main eating area. And
I don't
see
I
my
don't
own
see our
token.
tokens.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I can see the room.
All
I can't see
right,
my token,
let's
but I can see
replace
it.
your tokens. Okay, so there's Azza, Kane, Rolo, and Salam. Can you see them here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so yeah, Chadwick kind of urges you to follow. Yes, yes. I know someone who is quite learned through magical means, but nevertheless, follow me.
Isn't that like
Where's
cheating?
Chadwick?
God damn it.
I see people up here.
Here we go.
I see
Here's
myself down
Chadwick.
here, but I can't control him down here.
It's fine.
Sorry, but
Chadwick
you know
looks
what?
like a young
I'm with
Gerard
everyone
Butler.
in spirit.
Okay, let's replace Azza. How about
That's fine.
now?
I'm with everyone's.
Let me check
Okay,
your
I've got it.
commissions. Yeah, you're the owner there. Okay. So yeah, Chadwick kind of leads you past. Help yourself to drinks later, but first we must require knowledge. And he kind of goes into this more quieter reading area. As you kind of pass the thresholds, the noise seems to be magically dampened, and it seems to be much quieter in here. And he kind of goes across the room, past many learned-looking individuals, but he's kind of beelining for a large person at the back of the room. Yes, he knows many things. So he kind of approaches, and you see someone kind of filling this chair, and it's just struggling to kind of keep his mass contained and supported. For those of you who probably know, you instantly recognize them as an ogre, I believe. Yes, an ogre. But yeah, you kind of see this ogre, nicely dressed, a pair of reading glasses, and just engrossed in a book. And he doesn't even look up as you guys kind of stand on the edge of his desk. And Chadwick kind of like looks a bit nervous. Yes, I never got used to his mass, let's say.
Don't be offensive, Chadwick.
Never.
Yeah, you're big shaming him.
He kind of like
He can't help how he was born.
This is true. He kind of takes a tiny step towards him and goes, Ahem.
You may not be able to help his attitudes either.
And the ogre kind of looks up and kind of stares. Good morning, gentlemen. How can I be of service? Who are you? Ah, yes, I believe I know, or at least heard of you. I believe you are the keeper's hands, yes?
Indeed,
Rolo.
we are.
Rolo will kind of hang back a little bit, just to bear his shame from his previous day's experience.
Okay. Yes, then I am correctly informed, as always. So, what can I do for you, fine gentlemen, today?
What was that, Salam?
I asked what his name was.
Oh, forgive me. Maybe it does not suit me, but yes, I'm known as Little One around here. And he gives himself, and he has a little chuckle. Feel free to give a little chuckle yourselves. I am aware of my situation. Indeed. Very good. So, Yes, and the rest of yourselves, I am aware of your position, but perhaps not your names.
This one is Salam.
Greetings.
You can call me Rolf.
Rolf. Very good.
His head when he says that.
I knew a beekeeper named Ralph once. Very good beekeeper. Are you interested in bees?
I have a cousin named Rolf who's a beekeeper. It might be the same man.
Perhaps indeed.
You and your cousin are named the same thing?
Yeah, our parents are very close.
Interesting.
Ozzy
Well-
Gwyneth.
Asa, Gwyneth. As I'm not too sure on Gwyneth.
Islands off to the east. West.
To the east.
Cardinal directions are hard.
We're pretty sure he made it up.
You can look
Really?
up on a map.
Perhaps I will sometime, but I'm much more engrossed in other areas for now. Yes. So Salam, Asa, Rolo, and
No,
yourself?
Rolf. I'm sorry, that was
Oh,
Rolf.
sorry, Rolf. Yes, Rolf, not Rolo. Where's Kane? Oh, there he is. Kind of blending into a couch there. And yourself?
Oh, wow, I'm Kane Isaac Darrow, but you may call me Kane, little one, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ah, a pleasure indeed, Kane. And I believe you're a resident of the keep yourself? Chadwick says, yes, yes, I am Chadwick Page Turner. And we are in need of your knowledge, little one. Very good. What is it you wish to know? Yes.
Chadwick, show him the map.
Yes, the map. And he kind of pulls out the map and places it in front of Little One, and Little One kind of leans in, and like the chair kind of groans. Yes, interesting. I have never seen such a map before. And where was this procured, Chadwick? In a book. This book of the Ravens. I have not read this one yet. I'll add it to my list. And he kind of pulls out this chunky ass scroll, and he kind of just spends a minute unrolling it, and then notes down the new book, and then spends another minute rolling it back up. It's a big list. So you got 2 minutes while he's doing this, if you want to converse about anything.
Is he wearing
Give him his
a circlet on his head?
Sorry?
Is he wearing a circlet on his head?
He is. You could roll something to kind of get an idea of what that could be. Let's see. Where are we? Let me double check something before I go asking. Yeah, so it does look like a shiny gold headband, but if you wish to roll Arcana on that, feel free to do so. Yeah, so you kind of squint your eyes and focus, and you kind of see some kind of runes upon this circlet headband thing, and yes, and you kind of start putting one and one together, and you've never come across an ogre of such like intelligence and conversation and whatnot, and you kind of take a guess that perhaps this headband has magically altered his intelligence or comprehension in some way. But yeah, this is definitely a magic item that he is wearing on his head. So yeah, you kind of come to that realization as he's kind of rolling up his scroll.
Are you royalty of some sort, little one?
Heaven forbid. No. not royalty. I presume you're curious about what is upon my head, yes?
It's just quite fancy, and typically I don't see people wearing crowns unless they're royalty.
It is a pretty tiara, I'll give you that.
No. Very, very funny. No, not quite a tiara. It's a headband of intellect, if you ever heard of such a thing. No?
Can't say that I have.
Well, in my, let's say, brutish days, where I was a little bit more cruel and crude, I came across a nice little halfling adventurer wearing this shiny headband, and yes, back in those days I tended to go back to my baser instincts, and let's say I retired his life, yes, and after spending a day or so inspecting this band, it seemed to bond with me in some way. It grew in size, and I was able to wear it upon my head, and that is where I was reborn. I became more aware. I began to reason and ponder and appreciate the finer things of life, and upon this change in my thinking, I decided that I should leave the days of my brutishness behind and seek a way to better my life and try and make amends to my past transgressions. So I adopted the name Little One in honor of the one I retired. And it took a long time, as I was sort of at first shunned by society for the usual goings-on conducted by my kind, but I eventually came across the keep and managed to find my way in, and I began to gather intelligence, knowledge, and make a reputation for myself, and yes, and here we are today, having people like what was it? Hadwick? Yes, the people like Hadwick coming to me for answers. How about that? An ogre being asked for knowledge.
In Giant, Rollo will ask, do you remember your native tongue?
Yes, I didn't know you were into Giant, sir. Perhaps you can maybe tell me about this book I'm reading at the moment, The Storm King's Thunder. Anything you know?
There's not enough time in the day for what I know.
Yeah,
No big
perhaps
deal.
another time then.
Yeah.
Getting to a particularly juicy part about the Storm Giant King. Hecaton, do you know him?
The task at hand.
Yes.
Little-
Forgive me. Yes, the map. What is it about this map you're wishing? It seems to be in common. I presume you can all read, yes?
Not as well as you.
No. You're too kind. But yes.
We're hoping you can help us, figure out how to end up on this thing.
Yes. Follow the trail to the hand and the horn. I believe it says this way as well here, so perhaps we're starting at this place. Which way? Yes, which way? He kind of rubs
Which
his...
way? This way.
Very good. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember. Wait. I will be back in a few moments. I must check my sources. And he kind of gets up, and the chair's kind of like wedged to his ass a bit, and he kind of just, every damn time. And he kind of just like pulls it off, plants it down, and kind of goes stomping off towards a bookshelf.
Do you think he sleeps with that thing on?
He has to, I imagine.
The circlet? Yes, absolutely. I don't think it ever comes off his head.
I mean, I really think it's more of a tiara, but sure.
That must be mighty annoying. Do you think if it was ever removed, he would attack the people here in this keep?
Yes.
Chadwick is starting to sweat. He says, "Oh God,
Yes, of course.
please don't. No." He's looking at you, Rollo. Yes, I heard of your jape. Please do not have this as your next. It will result in more than a day's confine.
A real shame, perhaps a halfling adventurer of his own intellect had to die, so that this ogre may become a productive citizen of the world. But I mean him no harm.
You know nothing of japes, Chadwick. Don't forget that.
The japes know no end. I
I'm
imagine.
sure I could find a book on japes and become as good as you if I put in the effort.
I've never japed in my life, but even if I did, you'd never be able to jape as well as I did.
Perhaps.
Touchy subject.
Well, perhaps one day we will have a jape off.
I'll jape you so hard.
Shapers, crapers.
Okay, and at that note, little one comes stomping back and says, "Ah, yes, yes. Which way? I not one to be part of everyone's common knowledge and wheelhouse. Not a place well visited nowadays, but yes, I'm sure you're thankful to know it is on the Sword Coast. Yes, yes.
So it's a real place.
Of course, yes, yes. Real place. Off the west end of the Forest of Worms, if you know of it.
Worms,
Yes.
as in dragons.
The very same.
Fun. Green dragons? Not lethal at all.
Can you show us where on this giant world map that we have?
Yes, yes,
Like-
indeed.
My guess is they would be red based on the map as a.
Forest. Going off the forest.
Okay, so he points over to here on the map. Let's say you guys have a map.
See it?
Where's the tiles?
Oh, good. There's a bridge nearby.
And let's let this label be visible for you. There we go.
Oh, we're not far from the Serpent Hills. That's fun.
So yeah, he kind of points on the western edge of the Forest Worms to a kind of mess of lands. This is which way that you are looking for. A fair journeys away. I would hazard a guess that on foot it would probably take as long as 20 days or so. So fair journey, but surely the keeper of the keeper's hands will have access to griffins, perhaps, to shorten the journey to a mere 5.
Griffins?
We know a guy.
Yes, yes, I'm sure you could procure some air transportation. You have sway. You have that shiny badge, do you not?
Did not realize air travel was a thing.
For the sake
Well,
of
they mentioned
making things
that there was
faster,
griffins
yes.
in the stable.
Yeah,
The
there
griffin-
are griffins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Griffin Knights of Waterdeep are well known enough.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
so,
say I've ever flown before.
yeah,
Can you point your finger on the map where this is?
over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, griffins are a thing. You may have heard of the Waterdeep ones. But yeah, griffin travel is perhaps not overly common, but for those who have the means, it is a viable form of transportation. So yeah, you know where which way is, and you have the first step in this mystery. So you could probably procure some transportation of griffins from the stable through the Keeper of Tomes. He could give you a form that allows you to get the travel for free.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but you don't get to keep them. This will be transportation only. You're not gonna have 4 or 5 griffins to use in combat, unfortunately.
And the griffins will just like wait in which way for us? Or do they
Let's
just drop us
say
off?
they'll
Like, how does
drop
this work?
they'll drop you off at this place, whatever that is. There's probably, let's say there's a town at this bridge or near this bridge. So they'll lodge there and wait for your return. So I don't know much about this Boreskaya bridge. Hopefully it's not some center of a horrific thing. But let's say there's a nearby village that the Griffin Riders will lodge in while you go off on your adventure. So yeah,
Chadwick, make haste, Chadwick. Go let the keeper know. We'll wait for you at the stables.
yeah. So Chadwick will go to the keeper to request written permission for a free group, troop, whatever the collective noun for griffins is. Yeah, and so while you're doing that, you can have time to prepare. So you know there's going to be roughly 5 days of flight. And then there'll be a little bit of time to get to Witchwood, and then they'll be following the map. So you will need to stock up on rations for this one, as much as you can
just
carry.
Gonna say I'm gonna buy more rations.
Yeah. So yeah, since this is like taking you outside the keep and away from probably like a town or that is, you know, functionable or whatever, you can probably surmise that it would be sensible to pack some rations and supplies. So yeah, you guys can spend some time kind of gathering what you want for this journey. Anything in particular?
How much is 1 day of rations? What does it cost?
Let's have a look.
Was it 1 silver?
I think it's 5.
5 silver.
Yeah, 5
there.
silver.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's go with 5 silver then.
Salam, how many days are you buying?
I'll also purchase 10 days worth.
Okay, that's a lot of rations. So yeah, you guys kind of purchase your rations. Anything else you're gonna get before you head out? Flush with the rest of your paycheck.
I like to have whetstones on hand.
Okay,
Just
so yeah,
a personal thing. I buy whetstones. I think they're a copper each.
yeah, you can get that. That's probably quite accessible from the smithy.
Gonna solve a mystery, guys.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 swords. I call this one Sherlock and this one's Holmes.
Amazing. So yeah, Chadwick returns with the permission slip, and you all head to the smithy and stables. Azza, you stop by to get your whetstones. While everyone was waiting, perhaps some of you go to the hearth or to the inn to kind of get some food to go, and you pay for that. And then you all head on over to the stables, and you quickly speak to someone about procuring some griffins. So let's say you come here. So yeah, you enter a fairly spacious stable, and it's filled with various noises. And as you go in, you kind of look around, expecting someone to come to you, but you kind of don't see anyone except for someone over here who is like flat out asleep in a pile of hay.
You bastard.
That lady has big hair.
She does have big red hair. And probably you can very much notice pointy ears as well, so she's probably an elf of some form. Fast asleep, which is strange considering she's an elf.
Kane will use Mage Hand and like gently push her, like just to wake her up.
She kind of rolls over and gives like a boisterous snort, and then continues to sleep.
So be it.
Excuse me.
She kind of snorts again and stirs and kind of looks up sleepy-eyed. So, yeah, what? Who are you? What?
Well, we are
Yes.
the Keeper's Hand.
Oh, forgive me. She'll kind of get up and start brushing straw out of her clothes and hair, and it's a bit of a losing battle, but she gets most of it off and says, "So how can I help you?" Yes.
One of our assistants came by with permission slips from the keeper himself, procuring us some griffins.
Oh, griffins, eh? Procuring? How much? Oh, pretty expensive.
Well, it's a sort of all expenses paid by the keeper himself.
No. Presume you have the correct form then. The P21 2-E.
Well, we are waiting for our associate right now.
Chadwick will say, kind of start and so, oh yes. Here we are. All filled out accordingly, as you like, Buck. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, she'll kind of grab it and kind of look it over. Oh. 5 griffins, eh? 1 each. Oh no, 6. Yeah, you'll need a guide, a wrangler. Can't do that myself. Got to keep the shop going. These critters don't kind of look after themselves. And she kind of kicks the wall here, and you kind of hear like a bubbling noise, a frothy bubbling noise from within.
Can you tell me, what are we supposed to feed these creatures? Like, I've seen them, but I've never actually
Hippogriffs?
dealt with them.
Yeah, just give them a hefty steak and they'll be happy. Or a hand if you've got one lying around. Looks like you got 2. You're set.
Well, that would probably be the last thing I would look to feed it, but thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. I'm sure I got some steaks around I can supply you with. Anything else you're looking for? We got a new one in. Pretty cool, if you want to look.
A new one, you say?
A new one what?
Oh, this is an interesting one here. Over here. Have a look, see? And hazard a guess of what it is. And she kind of knocks on it and you kind of hear this weird honking sound.
A chicken. You have a giant chicken.
Ooh, that's close. No. She kind
If
of
it's giant anything, would be a giant goose.
Chupacabra.
She kind of winks at you and says, "Bingo!" And she kind of cracks the door, and you kind of just look in.
No,
and
no,
you see
no.
this fucking giant ass goose.
No!
New in this week. Haven't seen the likes of it before. Not as good as flying as hippogriffs, so it'll probably take you longer to get there. But if you're ever in the market, I got one.
Bet it makes a good boat.
Probably. Pretty good swimmers from what I hear. Anyway, you're here for hippogriffs, right?
Griffin.
Griffins, hippogriffs, whatever you got. Manticores.
Ah, just the hippogriffs. So yeah, 6 hippogriffs. Yeah, I'll get them all saddled up for when are you leaving?
Yesterday, please.
Yesterday. I've misplaced my scroll of time travel. Is tomorrow morning good for you?
That'll have to.
Right. Bit of a slave driver, you. But yeah, we can get that done. Yeah. I'll have them ready for you tomorrow morning. We'll have the wrangler to help you out with the guiding and the flying and the zoom.
And the feeding, I'd hope.
Yeah. No problem. They'll handle all of that.
And one more time, I'm sorry. What was your name?
I'm Buck Bramblesnatch. First of my name.
Bramble Snatch? That's an unfortunate name.
Buck Bramblesnatch. It's a very common wood elf name, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Very well. We will be back first light tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. And if you're ever in the market for a giant goose or something along those lines, I'm your gal.
We'll be sure to spread the word.
We got horses too, if that's your thing, but they're boring.
Flying horses.
Yeah, there's an idea. Maybe if I get the goose and the horse together. And she kind of just wanders off, muttering to herself. Alright. Yeah, so you guys have the rest of the day to prepare. And then in the morning you'll set off. And since you're flying, it's pretty easy flying, yeah. Do you guys have anything else you want to prepare? So you got your rations, you got some whetstones as I got them. Anything else?
Is there any place that sells magical shit?
Probably. Let's see. There's an apothecary, the House of Binder. You could probably get some scrolls there. There's an outfitters and clothiers. There's the smithy for weapons. You can probably get some armor from the clothiers. I mean, like, if you have an item in mind and are aware of how much it would usually cost, we could probably work something out.
No, I would just.
Yeah, but depending on what
I was just curious if there's a place that had magic stuff, and
I mean, you could probably procure it or have it commissioned. Yeah.
No, that's cool. We can deal with it later.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you guys have a restful night, and then in the morning you meet up, and yeah, you kind of fly on over. It takes a number of days. Each night you kind of set up camp. There's not much. Nothing is really going to come and try and harass a camp of 6 people and 6 hippogriffs, so yeah, you're good. So yeah, you arrive in some relatively small town, and then you kind of set off, and you kind of eventually find your way to Witchwood. So let's head on over to the map. So yeah, let's say 5 days to get to the village. Then yeah, you spend the better part of a day kind of going around trying to find Witchwood. Okay, let's see. Map of mystery. Oh no, not Witchwood, which way? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you kind of come across this this hamlet after quite a while of searching. You have the map, so you get there eventually. If you didn't have the map, it probably might have taken God knows how long. So yeah, it's quite a very derelict, dire, and destitute place. It's very, very broken down. Yeah, there's obvious signs of past monster attacks, which is what you presumed forced residents to abandon this place. What looks to be many, many years ago. Anything that was left behind has been destroyed or decayed. Pretty much the only thing that remains are broken down wagons, rotting fences, all broken and dilapidated. And yeah, as you kind of press in, you kind of like start to get shrouded by thick fog, and you kind of come across the odd wild animal, perhaps wild pigs and such. But yeah, you find yourself at Which Way. So that is the first step on this map. So yeah, regarding with following the map, you have a map, so it's going to be easier, but you're going to have to decide on who's going to be the chief navigator, and you're going to have to do survival checks to navigate this map.
I vote the smartest person in the group, Salam.
Salam, yeah, that seems fair.
Okay. I'm decent at survival.
Can I assist him to provide advantage at least? I am also proficient with survival.
Okay, yeah. So you can assist. Yeah, maybe Azza can hold the map, and Salam can read it.
I'm helping!
Yeah. So yeah, whoever's gonna roll can roll with advantage then.
You have to be proficient in survival to hold a map like this.
It's very true. 17. Okay, so yeah. You find the road. It's this way, just as it says on the map, and you kind of make your way onto the first stage of this. It takes the better part of the afternoon, but since you rolled quite well, you're able to make pretty good time and find your way to what you presume is the Hand and Horn. Looking at the map, you then see that the trail will take you past what is called Tree Hill through a forest. So yeah, you kind of approach this forest and you see it's much thicker and will probably be a little bit more challenging to navigate your way through, as if there was any path, it's been overgrown by now, so it's quite hard to find the path and follow, so it'll be a bit harder of a check this time.
You want me to roll again?
Yep. So roll again to make your way through the forest to the next location. Okay, 14. That's decent. So you kind of make your way through, but this forest is quite confusing, and let's say you feel like you're making pretty good headway, but it's getting towards nighttime now, and unless you feel like pushing on throughout the night, perhaps you should take your rest and sleep for the night. So yeah, you've taken 1 day, so make sure you take off your day of rations there. So yeah, yeah, there's going to be no encounters. You kind of set up a strong fire, which is not a common presence. So in this forest, so perhaps you have some curious eyes, but anything that does come across your camp is scared off by this strange source of light and warmth that boggles their tiny minds.
Or I could keep walking if y'all can keep walking.
Or you could just keep on walking. I mean, you need to stop to eat and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
I
Takes
mean,
like 30 minutes.
I mean, it's nighttime, so you need to have a long rest. If you push on through, you might need to do a constitution check to kind of push on through that.
Yeah, I'm not that desperate to find more wine. I'd prefer a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Is that the majority vote?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you have your first day of trekking through this, so take off your rations, you wake up the next morning and continue through the woods, and you come out the other side and find yourself at Wood Bridge. So yeah, that's where you are now. So yeah.
Wait, I thought we were going to the Hand and Horn.
No, you've gone.
We already passed that?
Yeah, you passed the Hand and Horn.
Oh.
That was the first one.
Okay.
The second check was taking you through the forest, down and past
To Woodbridge.
Three Tree Hill to Woodbridge. So Woodbridge is where you are now.
Gotcha. Is Woodbridge Boriskir Bridge or no?
What?
Is Woodbridge the same as Boriskir Bridge? Because that's what it kind of looks like based on the map of the Sword Coast here.
No, this is a different area. So you've kind of like gone into like an untraveled area. So the other bridge is kind of where the nearest to it. Let's say there's a small town there. I'm not actually sure what Boriskir Bridge is. I'll look at it later. I should have looked at it beforehand. But yeah, for argument's sake, let's say there's a small village, which is where the griffins are kind of lodging along with their handler while you guys go off and do this. So yeah, this is a completely different bridge, Woodbridge. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, where are we now? So past there. So yeah, you've kind of made your way this far. So where are we? What remains of the trail? Blah blah blah. Landmarks, rock formations called the Hand and the Horn. A tall outcropping of rock with 3 pine trees growing atop of it is the 3 Tree Hill. You head to the river and the bridge, and off in the distance you see a hill which looks as if it has been scorched by dragonfire, but before there you need to head through another forest. So yeah, another survival check please.
Well, you're right about the color, at least, I imagine. Although I can't imagine that they would be so low. Fire dragons often are mountainous.
So yeah, kind of traveling through here, this wood looks as if it has been touched by the fire of dragons. The hill particularly looks scorched by dragon fire. However, through sheer luck or some blessing of one of your gods, you make your way through this area unharassed by dragons. So yeah, you kind of make your way through with that survival check. So let's say it takes another afternoon or so, so it's getting towards evening now, but you guys start to make your way up a lonely looking hill, atop which seems to be some sort of chalet, and that is where you will arrive. So let's get you guys there.
Kane will keep his eyes in the sky just because he's
Oh,
afraid a wyvern or a dragon's gonna show up out of nowhere.
there was a map for the map. Anyway, yeah, so never mind. Anyway, on to the chalet. So let's pull you guys to here. Okay. So that's the ground floor there. Okay. Alright, let's get you guys onto the scene. Hopefully you will appear and see. Okay, so we got Salam, Rolo, Kane, and Azza.
My screen is just white, which is weird because it's never been white before.
Let's.
Someone use continuous light on my eyes. Just
Okay.
giving you a refresh.
Let me check your tokens to see if you have vision. Okay, looks like some people don't have vision for some reason. Probably the humans. Let's see.
But there's only one human.
Hmm. Okay, just tweaking some things. Hopefully that will work.
Supposed to just see the map
Um,
that you gave us.
Hold on. Some of you might be still loading in. Let's see. Let's try pulling everyone to the scene again. Yeah, if you refresh, you seem to be back on Faerun. Let me know when you're back in, and we can try.
Yes, sir.
I'm still loading in. I'm gonna quickly tinkle.
Okay.
So slow.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
in now.
I'm hosting and streaming at the same time. My internet can only do so much. Okay, I'll use this chance to have a little look-see. Okay, so you'll come in from there, presumably.
Alright, I've got more. I see more now, but just my token. I guess I could use some, like, light. Do I need to light a torch for this scene?
You can light a torch if you want.
Is it necessary?
No? Does that gives you more vision, right?
Fire.
Do you have dark vision?
Nope. Human. Got nothing.
Yeah, it's probably like late afternoon, and this place seems to be eerily dark as well and dense with fog. Ooh, I remembered. I have a handout. Hold on. Here we go. Boom.
Torch.
There we go. So you see this place as you crest the hill. So this is the chalet you see as you come up the hill. So it's still
that's
day.
beautiful.
It's still day technically, so you kind of come in and you see like some ravens perched atop of the chalet, and on some of them on the tombstones in the graveyards, and they kind of nervously stare and squawk as you approach the chalet.
Oh well,
Hello. Hello, House of Usher.
What? House of Usher? Is that a reference I'm not getting?
It's one of it's a poem.
The
Kind of.
R&B singer.
Oh. Edgar Allan Poe. It's one of his short stories.
The name rings a bell.
It's about an old chateau.
Mm-hmm.
The person who lives there goes mad.
Okay.
That's the Cliff Notes versions. I'll get you an F on your tests, kids.
Okay.
Don't write that down.
Okay. Yeah. As you can, Kane is pumping off into the breach. Yeah, as you kind of approach the chalet, the crow, not crows, the ravens that are near you kind of like squawk and then kind of fly off to further away. And yes, there is definitely a chill around this place.
Well, this definitely isn't the most welcoming of places.
Chadwick is looking very nervous. This is definitely not in his wheelhouse.
Put that torch away. Do you want everyone to know that we're coming?
You want me to fucking run into the wall?
I can make your weak eyes stronger. Just put the fucking torch away.
Okay. Shall I put the torch out, Azza?
You know I can't see. You waited now to after I use my timber box.
Okay, how much vision is this
And
going to give him?
I use Eyes of the Night. It gives everybody dark vision out to 300 feet.
300?
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Twilight's definitely fun.
I'll just update it to this. Let's see.
Oh my
Okay.
god. The light is revealed and there's two of me.
Okay, yeah,
Doppelganger.
you can see. Yeah, you can see now. You can see. You can see.
Lost it.
So yeah, but the dullness of this place kind of, it gives you, in the dark areas you can just see that kind of grey scale. It's still quite a struggle to see in the particularly dark places, and where the fog is particularly thick, it's even your vision cannot penetrate that unless, I don't know, does Devil Sight penetrate typical fog? I'm not sure. No one has that, right?
No
No.
one has it.
Good. Yeah.
I just have the improved dark vision, so it's 120.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, anywhere that's particularly dark, it's just kind of like grayscale.
As Kane walks by, he's gonna try to get the names on the tombstones, if there's any.
Okay, so from this side you can't see the names. Yeah. I think the gate is over here, so you could go check out the tombstones if you so wish to. Yeah, but you kind of circle this area. A 7-foot tall wrought iron fence encloses a small graveyard south of the chalet. Set in the north side of the enclosure is a gate with the name Brantifax worked into the arch above. In the yard are 4 graves, each marked with an engraved headstone. So I'll paste that into chat for you, the text that is above. There you go, Brantifax. Oops, I just randomly drew a wall. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, from this side, you from where you are now, you kind of peer through the fence, but you, even with your vision, the tombstones are very old. They've been eroded by the elements, and you think you need to get closer to kind of make out what is written on them.
Well, should we get a better look at these here tombstones to figure out where exactly we are?
Yeah, see if we can find anything that ties back to the map and the tale.
And Kane will use Mage Hand to open the gate because he assumes it's rusty and doesn't want to get tetanus.
Smart. no tetanus shots out here. Yeah, so you conjure your mage hand, and it's a bit of a struggle as this is quite rusted, but oops, excuse me. But yeah, you kind of pull the gate open, and it kind of screeches open, not in a deafening way, but in an audible way. And it kind of cuts its way through the silence of this area, and you step on inside.
Now that I'm thinking about it, one of us probably should have donned that fancy hat we picked up.
The helm?
Yeah.
Did you get a look at that
Comprehend
thing?
language?
There's no way I'm gonna wear that over my beautiful hat.
Well, I wouldn't mind it as much. It'll be quite beneficial for us to have.
People will make fun of you. Are you okay with that, Kane?
It does look pretty dorky.
When you have the pizzazz as I do, it doesn't matter what you look like.
Yeah, beauty's skin deep or something like that. By all means, have at it.
Alright, Kane's got the helm unless someone else wants it for some reason.
Kane will put it on, but not attuned to it yet.
I don't think you need
I
to
don't think
attune
it
to
requires
it.
attunement.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay then yeah, he'll put it on.
Yeah, you can just at will cast the spell. Comprehend languages, I believe. Yeah, comprehend languages spell from it at will. So yeah. You can use your will action to comprehend languages. Alright, yeah, the gate squeals and screeches open, cutting through the silence of this area. The ravens kind of caw at you in a blasé fashion, and you step
So
on
much
into
for
the graveyard.
So much for stealth. Not that I know what we're hiding from.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything here other than the ravens and the odd bit of wildlife during your journey here. Yeah, so as you get close to the gravestones, that you probably need to get within 5 feet or so to kind of make out the what is inscribed in there, as it is extremely weather worn. So yeah, from north to south, top to bottom, we have the gravestones inscribed as much in common. So starting from the top, we have Baron Brantifax, husband, father, hunter. Let no man stand above another. The second one, Brawn, hounds of Brantifax, faithful to the end. The third one, Heluth, our pride and joy, lost too soon. And the last one, Sylphine, beloved daughter, may she find peace at last. So I'll paste that into chat for you guys.
They buried the dog with them.
It was like him, dog, wife, and then daughter.
I mean, it might be in order, or it could be in no particular order.
Priorities.
I think you said from top to bottom or such and such, and yeah, it means the dog is buried closer to the Baron than his wife.
Is everyone inside the graveyard, by the way?
I'll be there.
Okay, let's move you. Can you see your token, Azza? Can you move it?
I see it, but cannot move it, and I've lost vision.
God damn it. Let's try replacing you. How about now?
Good.
Alright. Can you
I
move?
think
Yeah, there we go.
I'm good. What I see on my screen is different from what the chat sees. Like,
It is.
you put me into the graveyard, but only Chadwick's here, and I go back to the stream, and well, there aren't the same people.
What is wrong with you, Foundry? Let's delete everyone and replace you. Okay. Azza. Kane. Rolo.
We could have been like on different layers.
Salam. I don't think there's
maybe.
any layers. And lastly, Chadwick.
I'm sorry for the technical difficulties.
No, I don't know what it is. Everyone good? Everyone can see? Can everyone move?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, you see those gravestones labelled as such from top to bottom. And yes, it's all in common. yeah, the elements have eroded these gravestones a lot, so obviously this has been here for a very long time. Yeah, you had to get like within 5 feet to like make out these inscriptions.
What condition does the structure look like? The house that's here?
It's old, broken in places, but you know, it's still standing. Yeah, mate, were you away when I shared the handout?
Does comprehend language also let you know which language it was? Just out of
I
curiosity.
don't think it works
Sure.
on reading. I think it's just on spoken.
Yeah, I'd have to look into that.
I thought it
yeah.
was definitely reading.
Yeah, this is the place you see, Rollo.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so pretty old, but still standing. It looks well built, so that's probably why it might still be standing.
Yeah, comprehend language is only spoken language.
No,
you can
it's
understand
written too.
but you have
Yeah.
to just touch the surface.
Well, like some sort of braille kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Still, would it tell you what language it was, or just the meaning?
No, just the meaning.
So you
Alright.
just comprehend it, you don't know its origins or whatever. Okay, that
Good
seems
enough.
fair. Yeah,
I suppose if I look at it, it's not Elven.
No, this is very much common.
Oh.
He said it's common like 4 times already.
Well, I wasn't listening 4 times then.
It's cool. I don't listen to shit all the time.
Well, shall we proceed now to the interior?
Yeah. Have at it. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, you kind of go back out. You see some windows, but like kind of peeking around here, you can see some steps leading up to a door as well.
We don't see any lights from windows or anything like that?
Let me double check. Where am I? Hold on. Don't go barging in. Just quickly reading first if you see any lights.
Leroy Jenkins.
Quick, get the battering ram.
Okay, so currently you do not see any lights on the inside.
Gotcha.
Okay, that must be windows. I'm seeing parts of the house.
Yeah, there are windows. So
Yeah,
like
just
here
sorry.
and here are windows. So if you can see in, it's probably because of windows.
I was just surprised. Like, wait, whoa, is that a glitch? No.
No,
Windows.
yeah, there's windows. So yeah, and then
Okay,
there's
I
the door here.
Poke my head into each one.
Yeah, you kind of look on in, and you see the contents.
course.
Yeah, looking
I'm
into.
gonna open the door.
Okay, so yeah, so Salam opens the door while Azza hangs back and looks in. All right, so yeah, so Salam, you enter the place. Let's read what you see there. So you enter this area up here. A rusty iron hook lines the wall of this entrance foyer. Hanging from 2 of these hooks are a shovel and a rake. A dusty cloak is draped over the hook next to a round topped door in the south wall. Azza, so let's say you go back to this one. Yeah, so
Okay.
the first one you were looking in here. So giving a quick glance into there, it's pretty dark in there, so you're kind of getting mostly grayscale, but it looks quite filthy. You can see grime and soot all over the place, so it's quite hard to think anything out in there from outside. Moving on to the other window, looking in here, it looks a bit cleaner. You see quite a nice looking low down table, various chairs and sofas, and yeah, this looks like a much nicer room compared to the one you were peering into. Yeah, and then everyone else is kind of in that entrance area, kind of cloakroom.
Is the staircase here? Is that just heading down into that area right there?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's weird because it shows like you can't see down the stairs when you're standing there, which is
Yeah.
There should be a
I think it's a-
wall there.
I think there's
Is
a
there?
door. I saw.
Yeah, because I tried to put my token there and it was
Okay,
like,
so
object cannot
it's
move.
tracking fog. So you looked in through this window, so you saw into that room. So there is a wall there, but you've got fog of war kind of stuff. So you have that kind of grayed out kind of memory of what the room looks like and the layout was. So there is a wall where you are. So there were some stairs on the other side of that wall, but you can just see in because of like the whole fog stuff.
Okay,
If that makes
Stairs,
sense. Yeah.
probably down.
I
They
believe
look like they're going up.
Yeah, the stairs here go up.
So where are they going?
Up. Yeah, so this place does have several floors. Yeah, looking from outside, it looks to be 3 floors high.
If those stairs go up, how do you get into this room? That's
I'm
at
wondering.
floor level.
It looks like it's lower down. Like the way they drew it, it looks like it's lower than where we're standing. Doesn't it? Is that just me? It looks lower.
I've never been good at illusions like that. To be honest.
Acheron's like, I'm gonna drink wine till it makes sense.
You guys are in a cloakroom. There's no stairs. There's walls and cloaks.
I'm gonna go to the next door and open that.
Okay, as you kind of go across the room, perhaps you disturb the cloak hanging on, and it kind of rustles, and a layer of dust kind of floats to the floor, and then some moths come out, and you're like, ah, moths! My one weakness.
Be careful, Rolo. We don't know. It could be an animated cloak.
No,
Never again.
It's just a dusty moth-ridden cloak. So yeah, Salam, you push into the next room. Light enters this spacious room through a bulge in the north wall, where cracked and broken glass windows look out over a foggy veil. Dusty sheets cover most of the room's furnishings. Cobwebs stretched between the antlers, wolf heads, and other hunting trophies mounted on the walls above the wainscoting? What the fuck is that?
Wainscoting?
Wainscoting. What's a wainscoting?
I don't know. I just know the word.
Okay.
It's like
Let's have
something like decorative, I think.
Yeah. Oh, is it like kind of like panels on a wall, I think?
Yeah.
Fancy wall panels. Yeah. A pale rectangle above the large fireplace suggests that a picture or a mirror once hung there.
So do those stairs go down?
There are some stairs there.
Because they look like they go down.
I think this one goes down.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. A creaky wooden staircase with a beautifully carved banister climbs to a landing outside the parlor.
Oh, so it goes up.
Yeah, it goes up slightly to another door.
So that other floor is actually above where we were.
I don't think I'm supposed to see in here.
Slightly. It's not too high up. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Should
From the
we
windows.
announce ourselves? I feel a little.
Let's say it's a super ass tall window or something. What was that, Rolo?
Should we announce ourselves? I feel kind of rude just kicking the door down.
No, we're not supposed to be seen. And I suppose we're not supposed to be heard either.
This place is obviously abandoned. I don't think that we should make our presence known in case there's anything nefarious here.
From the
I
outside,
agree.
you could see that this door here will lead into a room that has a staircase to the second floor. So, let's check the rest of this floor before we head up.
I would also say that, the tombstone read that the owner of this mansion was a hunter, and look how much cobwebs and dust are on his trophies.
Can I kind of butt in there slightly? Who was it who mentioned that this place is obviously abandoned?
I think Salam.
Salam.
Salam?
So basically, as you say that, you hear what sounds to be the scream of a dying man coming from somewhere below.
That ghost again. It can't be Ace
So maybe
again.
that kind of conversation went slightly different. Or, you guys are cool with screams.
As you were saying, Salam.
Do you still want to announce yourself?
As you were saying.
Something like that.
Well, I think it's fairly clear that something nefarious is here now.
Rolo will pull his crossbow and pull his cloak tight.
Do we have a good idea of which direction the screaming came from?
Said
Down
below?
below somewhere.
I didn't see a
So
downward
it was kind of
staircase.
muffled by the floor, but it kind of these floorboards are pretty scuffed, so they kind of leak through the floor. The scream.
Damn it! I didn't see a basement.
Me either.
Well,
Wait.
we do have a little hallway
As I
over
just
here.
walk through the wall.
No, I thought that was the door. It let me go through here.
Yeah, you kind of
Is
just.
that a door?
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
right.
there's a
Yeah,
little
my
line
bad.
there.
Yeah, my bad. There's
Or
a cracked
I
door.
bust through the wall and go, oh yeah.
No, there's a cracked door. My bad. Yeah, you can walk through that. So yeah, you kind of see
yeah.
there's a cracked door, and you kind of push it open and step on into this new room. The ghostly scent of meals past still haunts this kitchen, forever trapped
Dusty.
in the wood of its tables, the soot in its hearth, and the grime in its pots, many of which hang from hooks about the room. Almost everything you would expect to see in a kitchen of this size can be found here, including dish-filled cupboards, cleaning supplies, and cooking utensils. Mice scurry across the floor, trying their best to avoid you as you push on into the room.
No one's cooked here for ages.
Yeah, it's very sooty and dusty, but stocked. Okay, so you're kind of looking around here. Salam pushes forwards into this area.
We're moving on.
So yeah, Kane kind of calls to Azza as Salam enters there. Let's see, this circular chamber at the base of the tower contains a large oak dining table surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs carved with images of stags. Suspended above the table is a gaudy chandelier tied off with ropes. Puddles of water on the flagstone floor are the result of moisture seeping in through 3 narrow broken windows evenly placed around the tower wall. A fireplace set into the wall is blackened by soot.
Chairs, but only 4 graves, and one of those graves is for a dog.
Dogs can sit in chairs.
I would guess maybe for guests, but it's also worth looking for survivors. After all, someone had to bury those 4.
Don't know about survivors.
The Hound could just be a nickname.
Can you all roll perception, please?
That is an astute thing. Could just call, like your ward, a hound. Sorry, just a second.
Motherfucker.
Why? Virgin ears.
I hate rolling lower than my passive perception.
Ooh. Alright, so yeah, Salam and Kane, you don't notice, but Rolo and Azza, your ears prick up as you hear the sound of breaking glass coming from one of the floors above you.
Alright,
Shh! Did y'all hear that?
something fell. Glass, maybe?
Where?
Upstairs. It could be an animal, but we should be very careful.
As you...
I draw my steel.
Your steel, okay. Alright, yeah, you just hear the one instance that as you kind of shush and strain your ears, you don't hear any other sounds for the time being.
Are we not gonna address that? You 2 of you say you heard something, and earlier we heard a muffled yell.
Yeah,
Where are you
Yes.
going with
a
this?
scream. Pretty...
I think it's about time that we head upstairs and check out what's going on.
Well, the screams came from below us somewhere, but I am positive I heard this, whatever the hell it was above us.
I concur.
I mean, this place might just be haunted. Salam, you can do some sort of exorcism, right?
Sure.
Unless we can break through the floor or find a ladder leading down to the bottom floor. There's no way to go but up.
Up it is. Salam, you can lead the way and bless stuff as we go by, right? Maybe give me a quick blessing if you don't mind.
What's your passive blessing roll?
Means.
Hold on. Entertain me for a moment. I grab the antlers of this statue and I just like pull down, pull up, pull left, look right. Like, maybe it's a hidden switch. Maybe it's a switch.
I mean, roll strength on that.
Well, I'm
I mean,
trying
are
to
you,
break it, but
well,
okay.
I mean, no, you're probably just trying to jangle a switch, so no.
It's like maybe it's a lever.
No, you kind of give it the light jangling that you would expect a lever to be subject to, but yeah, it's pretty firmly affixed to the wall, and it doesn't give in any way that would be the result of there being a hidden lever or switch.
Alright, that's not a switch. Let's get going.
Okay, so yeah, Salam, you kind of push on into here. The centerpiece of this parlor is a gold inlaid low table, around which a handful of overstuffed chairs and sofas are neatly arranged. Other furniture includes a cabinet full of glass decanters and wine goblets, a 6-foot-tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner, a staircase in the north corner ascends to the second floor, and several dusty sheets lie in a small heap nearby.
So the harp is where Kane is standing?
Let me see. Harp.
Northwest.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah, I
can
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Can I investigate the room to see if I can find anything
Mm-hmm.
like broken glass on the floor, similar to what I'd expect from the sound that I heard?
Yeah, roll investigation. It's got 4 walls.
I found it. It's this pillow.
This is probably really dumb, but Kane's gonna rub his fingers across the strings of the harp.
Oh god.
As you do so, it kind of gives off the kind of dulcet tones of a harp, and as the strings vibrate, the dust kind of shakes free of the harp, and the tones kind of echo throughout the house and room.
Well, I must say that is a magnificent instrument.
Yeah, it'd probably be worth something if you could transport it.
Looks large.
Hold on. Centerpiece of low table, overstuffed chairs, sofas.
Like, it
Glass
looks like it's like 10
cabinets,
feet across.
Harp, northwest corner, staircase to the northeast, ascends, and several dusty sheets lie in a small heap. Hold on. It doesn't. Sorry, I'm just getting confused by things. Yeah, it doesn't mention it for some reason, but it doesn't mention anything about a secret, but there is a door here as well.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it doesn't mention it in the descriptions, and either I'm very blind and miss something to do with a secret door, but I can't see anything written about that. It just doesn't mention it. So yeah, there's the stairs going up, and then a door here.
I'm gonna open the door. Is it stairs going down?
Yeah, you jingle and jangle the door. It's a bit stuck, but you kind of pull it open, and yes, you see stairs descending into darkness. You kind of strain even with your dark vision, it's just grayscale, and you struggle to see into the depths.
Up or down?
Screams or broken glass.
The broken glass.
The break could have just been an animal, startled by our noise. The scream seems more concerning.
Really an
Flip a
answer, but-
coin. I'll flip a coin. I'll pick a gold piece and I roll a d4. 1 and 2 we go down, 3, 4 we go up.
That seems fair.
We tend to make a lot of decisions based on coins.
Going down.
Down it is.
Alright, yeah. So yeah, you guys head on down. You kind of descend the stairs. It's more or less a flight, but as you kind of reach the halfway point, you swear you hear the harp jangle as you descend into the darkness. Do you continue down?
Yeah.
Alright,
Salam, I hope you keep doing your exorcisms.
let's get you guys over
Take me
here.
down to the paradise city where the grass is green.
I just realised I've just left Chadwick in the graveyard.
It happens.
It happens. Alright, so yeah, you descend into the darkness, you strain your eyes, even with your enhanced vision, it's nothing but a wash of grayscale. So as you descend, this cold, damp, oddly shaped cellar has an 8-foot high wooden ceiling and a flagstone floor. The walls are made of rough mortared bricks. Thick cobwebs cover crates, barrels, and old furniture stacked against the north wall. To the south are a pair of closed wooden doors. The door farthest from you swings open on rusty hinges, and beyond it you see a smaller, almost sepulchral chamber.
May I please light a torch?
No. What do we need
None.
a torch for?
Can
This is-
everyone roll
this is-
perception?
Hard to see even with your magic.
Yeah, it's grayscale for you guys, even with your dark vision. And
Dark
so yeah, can
becomes
you?
dim, and dim is disadvantage to perception.
Yes. In this case, no disadvantage,
Alright.
since it's not visual.
Salam, if it makes you feel better, I could cast light on Azza. So that way he's not walking around with a torch.
This is just a bright light.
I don't think there's much of a difference.
Yeah, there's really no difference. I think that any light kind of gives us away.
What are we hiding from?
The screams, the
scream?
breaking glass, the heart playing itself.
Were we not gonna kill these things?
We don't know what they are. We don't know if there's things to kill. Maybe it's not a monster.
Well, then maybe we should be friendly and stop skulking around.
How about that that perception check?
Oh, I forgot about it, sorry.
It's cool.
What did we forget?
A perception check.
Didn't hear you
Right.
ask for one.
I went blind, apparently.
Oh, 20, there we go. Yeah, 20, 20, 13. So let's say Kane, Azza are kind of deep in that discussion. Salam, Rolo, you swear you hear on the kind of floating on the wind as the door kind of like swings open for some mysterious reason. You swear you hear the whisperings of, "I can't get out."
Rolo will get major goosebumps and just kind of look around to see if anyone else is going crazy like him.
It was just Rolo and Salam that picked that up.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
No, I missed that one. What'd you hear?
Maybe we should just-
saying I can't get out.
Maybe we should just burn this place down and be done with it.
I'm gonna switch to my silver.
And what about the wonderful treasures that are lay wait for us in here?
Wine isn't worth whatever the fuck this is.
I don't know why you assume the treasure is wine. Whoever makes a map about wine.
An alcoholic, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Hey, good wine, right?
Yeah, there's some pretty good wine out there.
Perhaps our DM.
Yeah, I've literally just gone up to go get more wine. I mean, this isn't anything special, but yeah. It's fine. Aldi's best.
Could be worse. Could be
Oh.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Oh. Is there
Oh
a
yeah,
Bigfoot,
Bigfoot
in D&D?
wine.
Is that a
Bigfoot
thing?
wine.
Bigfoot wine?
Uh-huh. It tastes terrible, in my opinion.
Okay.
Sorry if anyone
Yeah,
really
I
likes
would
it.
concur. Yeah. Look, there's some shit going on. All right, just be careful. Watch my back.
It's definitely spooky.
All right.
Rolo will chew extra hard through his cigar.
Alright.
So yeah,
Door
this is the door
and-
over here is the one that swung open, and you heard Salam and Rolo heard the whisper on the wind coming from that direction.
Do you want me to take point?
Yeah, I'll hold up the rear.
I'll take that as a yes.
Do we need to do a strength check to hold up that rear, or is it manageable?
Nah, I think Chadwick will give me a hand.
One cheek each. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I am not physically allowed to move my token here.
Oh, there might be a bit of a squeeze with that wall. Alright, I'll get
No,
rid
it
of
won't let me move there either.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the wall, that's the door, so yeah, there we go.
Do we see a door here? Is that
Yeah, there is a door that's closed, and this one that you're pushing into is the one that swung open. So you kind of pull it the rest of the way open and step on inside. The only feature of this damp, cold, circular room is a 4-foot diameter well in the middle of the floor. Next to this shaft sits a wooden bucket fastened to a coiled length of rope. From the bottom of the shaft is the bottom of the shaft is veiled in darkness. From its depths, a whispering voice says, "Born, where are you, boy?"
Ghost. Definitely ghost.
I think it's Baron.
I would say so too. Well, I mean, I could hit him with a sword if he appeared, but you're the cleric. Perhaps you have some other way to handle this. Seems even disrespectful for me to just go attacking someone's ghost in their own home.
Ghost? Did you say ghost? And Rolo will like run up.
I'm honestly surprised you care about being disrespectful.
Chadwick, get away from the door.
He shakily kind of presses himself against the corner of the room. He is very much out of his element.
Can I see how far down the well goes?
It goes on for a bit, and then it's just nothing but darkness. Even with your dark vision, it's
How far is a bit?
enough. It goes on. Let's see.
Well, this wouldn't be the first well you've ever climbed down.
It goes on for 10 feet, and then it's just you can't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
God damn it! What's like the range of that?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you kind of cast that, and you kind of channel the energies, and you reach out with your senses, and you feel your senses kind of push down into the well. You go 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, and that is where it stops. Your senses, and you sense nothing.
Nothing else like in any of the other directions within the house?
Is the
How many feet is
the ground consecrated or desecrated
No,
in there?
I don't know. How many feet is a floor?
You said that the
Oh
ceiling
yeah,
was
the ceiling was
8 feet here.
8 feet. Yeah, that's very true. Okay. You can't sense anything from the floor above that is within range. Yeah, nothing so far. How long is
Should we get
this
a little-
activated for as well?
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, don't let me forget about that then. Okay.
I'm going to climb down to where the darkness is in the well. So I'm 10 feet down, and then I'm going to see if I can see anything with my Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. So you kind of descend 10 feet, and your vision kind of goes an extra 10 feet, and your senses extend a further 10 feet, and you do not sense anything else.
This well is fucking deep, you guys.
It does seem to go on for longer.
Fortunately, we have rope if we need to descend.
Yeah, you could fashion some sort of safety line to pull him up if you needed to.
Do we think the
Keys.
treasure's down the well? Is that what this is?
It's not the worst place to put treasure.
Sounds like it'd be a lot of work getting bottles of wine down there. You know what I mean?
Well, you would put them into the bucket and lower it gently.
Gotcha.
Can I guess how deep this is by just examining the rope? Actually, it's not like a guarantee, but it's like, oh, this is 200 feet of rope. That's interesting.
There's a pretty good amount of rope there.
This is
I mean,
a good amount of rope.
how long is your explorer's pack of rope?
50 feet.
feet.
It's that at least, maybe a bit
Okay.
more.
All right, nothing fancy then.
I'm gonna take a crossbow bolt and drop it down into the well to try and gauge how far down it is
Well, what would be
based on the sound.
Yeah, what check would that be? Wisdom, survival,
Perception.
perception. Yeah, perception. Yeah, that would work. All right, roll perception. Yeah, survival or perception sounds about right. Wow, that's a big boost. 14. So you kind of do that. So you take out a bolt and let it drop. It falls for a little bit, and then you hear a splash. You kind of do some quick math in your head, and you kind of can guess it's somewhere between. It might be 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 feet down, somewhere around there.
Salam.
Oh, wait,
Get close to the wall,
yeah.
please.
Maybe 10 less from that. You descended 10 feet, right? Salam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's 10 less than that. So yeah, like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, somewhere around there.
That's a pretty wide range. I didn't roll that bad.
Yeah, whatever.
40 feet? Like, really?
I don't know. Yeah, let's say 40, 50, 60, somewhere around there. It's fine.
Salam, are you pressed against the wall now?
Yeah.
Kane's just gonna point his finger down and shoot a firebolt down the well.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of see it, and you follow its light down until it hits the bottom, and it kind of just gets extinguished by a mess of water at the bottom of the well. Do you know how fast the firebolt travels and the math that would let you calculate that? How many feet per second does a firebolt go?
I mean, it's instantaneous.
So it goes. What is it? 120 feet
120 feet in 6 seconds.
in 6 seconds.
Well, yeah, let's say I know the math, and you can like
So
judge
20 feet every second.
20 feet every second.
What's the weather like?
It takes
What's
3
the
seconds
wind
to get to the top.
resistance?
It takes 3 seconds to get to the bottom and where it hits the water.
Was there anything shiny on the way down, or
Just the
anything like that
glistening
that
of
reflected the light?
just a glistening of damp on the sides of the well, and you couldn't see anything else down there until it kind of hit the water and just fizzled and extinguished out.
Hey, guys, I think I'm gonna go 20 feet more down so that I can sense if there's anything evil down there.
Okay.
Do you want me to drop a dagger that's covered in light down there?
We're
Sure,
not
but
actually worried about being seen in a well, are we?
No.
I mean, you've already
it's-
shot a firebolt down there.
Yeah.
It's a well with water at the bottom of it, whispering ghostly nonsense to us.
I don't know if that's really gonna help Kane, because the dagger might just sink into the water and then not really light anything. We don't know how far down the water goes. You can try it, but
We have
I don't
nothing to
think
lose
it'll help.
besides the dagger.
Yeah, you can try it, but I just don't know if it'll help.
A torch would float, but
Or, be extinguished by the water.
well, it would have the light spell on it. I haven't completely diverged.
Oh,
from what
I
we're
get
talking
you.
about.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Yeah, light the
So
torch
I'll
and the wood
take,
will float. Magical light, of
alright,
course.
so I'll take a. What do you guys want, a torch or a dagger?
Depends if we want to float or sink.
Yeah.
I figured if it sinks, we might be able to see in the water. Depending on how deep it is, we don't know. Or at least see if it goes so far that the light dissipates. Then we know it's really deep.
I don't suppose we have 2 light spells for both options.
I mean, we can do one after the other.
Is it a cantrip?
All right. Yes,
Cantrip.
I can use light as a cantrip.
All right. Go for it.
Rolo's gonna jump and let out a little yelp and accidentally pull his crossbow and sink the bolt into the door next to Chadwick.
What are
Did you all
you
hear that?
jumping? What are you jumping at?
I don't know. I thought I heard something.
I heard some
Alright.
bumping.
Yeah, you jump and you kind of let loose a bolt that kind of thunks into the side of the door, and you guys kind of like tense on up and kind of wait. And then you swear on that you hear the kind of laughter of a small child kind of float down from above.
Guys, I don't know if I'm built for this spooky shit.
Jinkies.
All right, so I went ahead and dropped off one of my daggers down, and now I'm staring at Rolo with firebolt guns ready.
Alright, what's the range of the lights? Oh, I got it here. Let's see. I can't click on that. There's a
think it's
saving
30
throw
feet?
for it for some reason. Okay,
I think
50.
it's a 20-foot spear,
Okay.
20-foot bright light, and 20-foot dim light, so it's 40 feet total. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
so you kind of watch this thing kind of fall down, sails past you, Salam. Maybe you squint as the light kind of like shines in your eyes, and then it kind of plops into the water, and the light is dissipated, but you can see it glowing from beneath the water somewhere. So it can't be that deep.
What do y'all see?
I'm gonna go down another 20 feet so that I'm 30 feet away from the water.
Yeah, you do that.
Do I see anything with my spell?
You do not sense anything, no.
I don't know if there's anything down here, you guys, unless he's at the bottom of the fucking water.
I mean, his bones would probably... Bones sink, right?
I don't know. I mean, if it's
think
like
both
Aarakocra bones, definitely not, because they'll be hollow.
I think bones sink, so if he's dead down there somehow and not in the grave,
Hmm.
I don't suppose he
I'm
have a spell to breathe underwater.
I'm gonna go with bones will sink unless they're like Kanku or Aarakocra bones.
She could have made a potion of water breathing, but I decided to go for something else instead.
A loser.
According to Captain Bash 253, bones sink.
That sounds like a reliable source.
Yeah, the more you know. Thank you very much
He's
for that tidbit of information.
Hey, he's a captain, so who might argue?
Yeah. Captain's
Surge
pretty up
setting. If
there.
he's wrong, ban him.
Alright.
Agreed.
And Jesus.
Alright, I'll just go get some human bones and test it out.
I
Alright.
guess I'm gonna climb down so that I'm like 10 feet away from the water.
He's got some facts here. Yeah, so you're at the you're pretty much at the edge. You're very close to the water, and you continue to not sense anything.
Does it look like the bottom of the water is 30 feet away, or does it seem like it's more than 30 feet away?
It looks like it's the right distance away as to how close you will be. Yeah. So you've descended. How far?
So the water is roughly.
How far?
well,
how
I
many
don't know.
feet down
I
have
don't-
you gone? Sorry.
I don't know. You have to tell me. I told you I went 10 feet away from the water.
So you're 50 feet down.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you went down 10, then another 20 or something, and then another 20, I think. I presume so. Yeah. So if you're 10 feet away from the water, you've gone down 50 feet.
Okay. And it looks like the bottom of the water is less than 30 feet away.
So you can see the glow of the dagger from beneath, so you can probably judge that it's maybe around, it's less than 30 feet for sure.
Okay.
Probably quite a lot shallower than 30 feet, because you can see the glow, and you know it's a pretty decent glow.
Okay. I still don't see anything evil, you guys. I can see I'm closer than 30 feet to the bottom, and I don't sense any undead or anything like that. So I don't know if it's a spirit or what it might be.
Are you going for a swim then?
I don't really want to.
That's fair.
Yeah, I have his
I'm
soggy
wearing
boots.
I'm wearing a bunch of heavy ass armor. I don't really want to get in the water. I'll just sink.
Whoa.
Also, it's probably very stagnant.
I wouldn't mind getting a little wet. I say starting to doff armor. If
Straight
people
up
really
taking
want to
your armor
explore
off.
this,
Yeah.
I'm strong. I've got good con. I could probably do this without dying.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean, you
Probably.
could affix a rope to help you up out the water, or you can send someone else in there. It's up to you. Yeah.
Gonna do an Olympic dive into a well.
Just Assassin's Creed it.
I'm going to climb back up
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
while I still have this spell on me, and I am going to go to the other room and open the door
Okay, I guess
in the
you
hallway.
just leave the well then. Yeah.
I just want to get my use out of this spell and see if there's anything out, like any undead or anything like that
Okay,
down
let's
here,
check
so.
this out then. Yeah. So you kind of approach this door as you kind of just leave the well. You see the bolt kind of wedged in there pretty good, and then you kind of.
Do I sense anything through the wood? Because it goes through like 3 feet
Yeah.
of wood, so.
No, you don't sense anything.
Okay.
Just the absence of whatever it is you're looking for.
I'll open it then.
Hold on. Yeah. Can you make a so you try the door and it seems pretty stuck. So can you make a strength check, please?
Bludgeon it.
You're alright.
Yeah, just a little water.
Ah, yeah, went down the wrong way. No worries. Alright, let's see. So you kind of try it, and then you kind of throw your weight behind it, and it budges a little bit, but not enough, so it still seems quite stuck.
Okay,
so-
I'm going to cast guidance on myself and then try again.
Okay, while you're doing that, what's everyone else up to around the well or in the kind of area that around
yeah.
Salam?
I'll call out. Kane, make sure Asla doesn't die. Help him with the rope. I'll stand guard.
I didn't know you cared.
Oh, yes, I've been here keeping an eye on him, but I don't think I'll be strong enough to pull him up myself.
He's got plenty of muscles. Just make sure he doesn't drown.
Chadwick kind of shakily steps
Eyes
forwards and says, and
I tie the rope around Chadwick's waist.
he tries to protest, but he's like shaking. He's like, no.
Well said, Chadwick. I'm with you.
He teaches classes. All right.
Alright, so you secure a rope to Chadwick and to Azza, and he starts to descend. Let's say he gets halfway down, and then Salam will cast his spell to boost himself and try the door again. Wait, you should do a athletics. Oh, you did. Oh no, that's Salam. Oh, that's the 21. Yeah, you're gonna bust that open. Azza, you'll need a...
25.
What? Oh, 25, yeah. Yeah, you nailed it.
Yes.
So, if he doesn't have a climbing speed, but he's being helped down by a rope, does that impact the athletics? Does he get, like, advantage for climbing down or something, maybe?
So with the rope, I think you don't have to roll unless it's like slick and shit.
Okay, yeah,
I
so...
think you still do.
Think so?
Yeah, I'm not sure on the rules.
I can roll if you want.
I mean, if
enjoy
there's
rolling.
on both sides, let's settle with giving you advantage.
I could also just jump.
You could also just jump.
I could break. It's like the water's actually only 10 feet deep. I break my legs.
Alright.
Yeah, like with climbing, even without a rope, you don't have to make rolls. You just move at half speed, unless it's like rough terrain or something.
Okay. Orion 14, you're right. So let's say you get halfway down, and while you're doing that, Salam, you open up that door and look on into this room. This cold, windowless room contains a pair of wood-framed beds, 2 narrow wardrobes, and an old rug. Mounted on the east wall between the beds is a wooden shelf supporting a pair of candlesticks. The candles in them are very much unlit. Yeah, so you can press into that room if you so wish.
It's just like a bedroom.
Of sorts, yeah. Very, very
And I don't-
not nice.
And I don't see anything evil in here.
You do not sense anything evil, no.
Okay.
You can look around though if you so wish.
Yeah,
And
I'll help him investigate.
Alright, yeah. So
I was
you can,
gonna try to use perception and just walk around and see if anything caught my eye.
yeah, you can do that individually or with advantage if you want to do the helping way.
Sure. I'll just do the investigation then.
Investigation and perception. Okay, so yeah, you kind of comb this room pretty thoroughly. While you do this, as we'll be able to get to the bottom. But yeah, in this room, you kind of see and put together that this is a pretty shitty room, even before it was left to rot and age. So yeah, not the nicest room
Like
of the house.
servants' quarters or something.
That would be a good guess, yeah. You kind of go through what's left here. There's some kind of like, what looks to be kind of like gardening tools and very worn clothing in one kind of area. And then the other area, there's some generic clothes, but then there's also some apron and some and a book containing some basic recipes and notes. Yeah, so it would be a good guess to say this is the servants' quarters. So yeah, while you guys do this, Azza will reach the water's edge at the bottom of the well.
I've hit water.
You have. Splish splash.
Don't drink it.
Do it.
Probably fine,
Mm-hmm.
but not thirsty.
Maybe bottle some for later.
I'm good. All right, I'm diving down.
Alright.
If you don't hear from me in 2 minutes, I'm probably dead.
We'll wait some more.
Okay.
Roger.
So
Good
do you just drop on in, or do you kind of slowly kind of like let yourself go in?
Well, once I feel water, I'll drop, and
Mm.
then I'll turn to dive. I'll go down.
Okay, so you kind of like put one leg in, and you kind of like shiver as a chill kind of runs up your body. This is
Oh, yeah,
extremely
I'll
cold
definitely
and chilly water.
Warm
yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah. You take a moment or two
cold.
to acclimatize, and then you kind of like let yourself kind of slip in, and then you dive on down. It's very dark and murky, but you kind of see the glow at the bottom, and as you kind of dive down, you can figure out that it's probably roughly about 10 feet deep. But yeah, you kind of push on down, and thanks to the glow of the item down there, you can see that there's not a lot down here other than some sort of gold chain with something on the end of it.
I examine what's on the end of it first.
Yeah, you pick it up. It's a nice gold chain and some sort of what looks to be like a kind of locket kind of deal. A sizable locket.
Well, assuming I'm not choking for breath at this point, I'll.
I mean, there's breath rules. Can't remember the specifics, but you can
One
Yeah.
minute plus 1 minute for
Yeah.
each con modifier. So if your con is like 14, you can
Yeah.
breathe for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
you're
I'm a-
fine. You're fine.
I'm a breathing champion.
So yeah, 2 minutes is probably quite under, but
Uh,
yeah. Unless there's something in here that wants to try and kill you. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be.
Right. So, before a arm reaches out for my leg because I'm still in its locket, I'll close my eyes and I'll give a Gwyneth prayer to the rest of a soul. And in that, I don't know, 20 seconds, I'll then turn to swim up.
Okay.
Oh, don't put that video, please. I hate that movie.
Fair enough. Yeah, that is a creepy ass movie. All right. Yeah. So you grab the chain and lock it, and nothing seems to happen. And you kind of give it another once over, and then you kind of push to the surface even, and start to climb on up. And let's say you get halfway up, and that's probably when Salam and Rolo finish their investigation of what they presume is the servants' quarters.
I mean, he had to take his armor off, so we probably would have finished before he even got down there.
All right, yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, you finish the room.
Doffing
and
takes
then,
several minutes.
And then you kind of like wait around and see. And Azza comes back up, very, very soaked and sodden and shivering slightly. But
I don't suppose any of you have a warm spell.
I don't know. Let's see. But yeah.
Cast bolt on him, Kane.
You know what? Honestly,
I thought about it.
Honestly, I'd rather be hit by a firebolt than be this cold.
Can you use banishment to banish the water?
Isn't that like a third level spell?
I don't know.
I think it's like 4th level.
Yes, banish me to the fire dimension. That'll warm me up.
Let's see. Does he have something that will work? Prestidigitation. That can do something.
I think it dries my clothes at
Yeah,
best.
you can alter an odor and stuff. Yeah, so yeah. Chadwick kind of shakily uses prestidigitation to kind of dry your clothes up. It takes a while, but you know, it does so. While this is happening, all of you notice clutched within Azza's hands, unless he's pocketed it, a gold
didn't
chain.
pocket.
All right, you
In
see
fact,
a gold
In
chain.
fact, I'm wearing it because that would be
You're
a
wearing
great
it.
place to. I need both my hands to climb.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
It's a
I'm
good
gonna
place.
cast Thaumaturgy to make Azza thinks that he hears ominous whispers as he's climbing up.
All right. What kind of are they saying anything in particular, or is it just nonsensical, ominous whisperings?
They're just gonna be saying like, "Come back, come back."
Okay. As you do this, Rolo's jape senses are a-tingling. And Azza, how do you react to this?
I keep climbing until something grabs me. No point going back.
Balls of steel.
Don't look back, Asa. Don't look back.
Balls of
Wasn't
steel
planning
on
on it.
this man. Alright, yeah, nothing grabs you.
I would hate to be grabbed. That would be when the balls of steel were dropped.
It turns out the balls of steel are hollow. But no, yeah, nothing grabs you as you make your
It's
way
got
up.
my leg. That's the real trick. Use Mage Hand to grab my leg. It's got my leg. It's got my leg.
Yeah, would it have
Oh!
Come on, Kane, where you at?
I think Kane actually wants to see Asa live.
Just have a constitution roll and see if you have a heart attack.
Oh no.
No, yeah, you make it on up. Perhaps a little shook and shaken by the whispers. Then Chadwick dries you up with prestidigitation. And yeah, everyone sees it's a little grubby and weathered, but yeah, you see the glint of gold around his neck.
I take off immediately just so before anyone can make any remarks.
Mm-hmm.
Even before I've donned the armor, it's like, alright, I found this down there. Looks like a locket. You know, sentimental value and all that.
Everyone
I
looking
pass
at
off
it.
to someone else so I can concentrate on donning my armor.
All right, yeah. While everyone's looking to lock it over, feel free to make a religion check on that, or a religion check.
Rolo's like defending the bedroom.
I wish religion was fucking wisdom instead of intellect.
Big brain.
17.
That's about right.
Everyone. Just the thing intelligence needs is another
Yeah,
nerf.
as far as I'm aware, it's not your religion, Salam, so you're not bothered.
Intelligence has a shitload of skills, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
I know there's like
What
some
else?
a homebrew rule based on your intelligence score. You're able to get extra proficiencies at starting level. I think.
That's some
That's
fucking
probably
third
based
edition
on.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
like
that
based
sounds like
on second
Pathfinder.
edition.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
that's how second edition was. The higher your intellect, the more proficiencies you got.
I mean, it makes sense. I've never played second edition though. Hello there,
Hi.
Chizbits. But yeah, 17 from Kane, you definitely know this. So you identify this as a holy symbol of Sune, which is the goddess of love and beauty.
Kane will hold it with mage hand like this, while Azza's putting his armor back on. Salam, you're the religious type. You know much about this god or goddess?
Nope.
Did you guys find anything in the other room over there?
Thing.
Dust. A lot of dust.
Perhaps we should start making our way upstairs.
Mm.
Azza, did Chadwick dry you off yet?
Good enough. Thanks, Chadwick. It'll be enough. I
While-
appreciate the assist.
While you were gazing at the chain, Kane, with that religion check, you kind of come to that conclusion. But while you're gazing at you do notice that it is a kind of locket kind of thing that will open up.
Kane's gonna, with mage hand, use like his thumb, the mage thumb, to open it up.
Yeah, you kind of use the mage hand to expertly kind of crack that open, and you see the portrait of a woman on the inside.
Is there any writing on the locket as to who it belongs to?
Nope, you just recognize it as a holy symbol of Sune, yeah, and upon opening it, you see the image of a woman, a portrait, kind of painted little thing. So yeah, make sure you
And it
note
wasn't
that down.
damaged by the water, right?
It's been weathered and eroded, but gold is fairly unreactive, so it's probably just a bit grubby. And the seal on the locket is well made, so it's probably relatively watertight, but it's a little faded from time. I can call you Chiz, or is that a shiz? Chiz? Yes. Thanks for joining us.
Alright.
But yeah, so yeah, you have the locket with the picture of a lady in there. And yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else down here other than what you have discovered.
I think we should head up now. Kane would take a mental note of the portrait, just in case if he sees a woman who resembles her throughout the house in any portraits or paintings.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright.
Alright, you guys
That
will
was
head on.
That was a fun adventure. Things are getting more and more blue.
So yeah, you guys head on upstairs. Whoop.
Take me away.
Oh, everyone's moving around.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to move you and you keep moving. Yeah, it's alright.
I was in the wrong room. I was trying to move myself back.
Yeah, you guys were going back upstairs, so I was dragging you to the floor up. Sorry. I mean, you said you were going up, right? To the
Yeah.
the main the ground floor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna head up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going
oh,
up another
oh.
floor.
I'll just move everyone around, so make sure they're not unsynced or in any way. Alright.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys head on up to the second floor, so that will take you to there. Okay. Let's
Take me away.
let's drag you in a way that won't spoil anything. Oop. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Hydrate with wine. Will do. I just finished dragging you guys.
Hydration is forever.
Definitely. Let's take a Sip, sippy sip. So yeah, you push on up the stairs and find yourselves on what you presume to be the second floor. You find yourself in typical hallways, creaking and croaking of wood and the typical sounds of an old, abandoned house.
Are you two really sure you want to take the lead?
I'm leading the rear.
Okay.
With the gear. Alright, walking the road.
Is that a staircase at the end of that hall that goes down to what would be my character's right?
See. Okay, so Roller, what are you doing over there?
I don't know. I never moved.
Sorry,
Where was he?
He was floating in the air. So yeah, as you kind of press on up the stairs, as Salam, you swear you hear the whisperings of something very much like what you created for Azza as he was coming up the well.
Does it say anything?
It's exactly the same as what you produced.
What is it? Turn back, I think.
So
Yeah.
it says come back.
Come
Yeah,
back.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Where is it coming from?
You can't really tell. It just seems to be coming from around you somewhere.
Always over the shoulder, but never there.
Yeah. So yeah, as you kind of push down the corridor, the hallway, Salam, you see those stairs, and yes, I think those, I'll double check for you, but yeah, those stairs are heading on up.
Why don't Rolo and I check
Plenty of
out?
doors. Yeah.
Well, Rolo and I check out this way, and the rest of you can go the other way.
Yeah, let's split up and search for clues, gang.
Row.
Nailed it. Alright, so who's going with who? Salam seems to be going into this room. Who's going with him?
I got your back, Azza.
Okay,
I'll go
Kane and
Salam.
Salam. Chadwick will accompany Kane. So Salam, Kane, and Chadwick enter this room here. Okay, let's see. Against the wall stands a handsome roll-top desk, north of which two leather-padded armchairs face a fireplace carved with images of wolves and stags. Draped over each chair is a wolf skin. A narrow spiral staircase choked with cobwebs winds up to the east.
Thank God hunters are never haunted by the animals they kill. It's just
Yeah.
always a pack of ghost wolves.
So, which door are you two going for, Azza and Roller?
I'll start with the first one.
Okay, let's...
Closest one. The opposite of what I meant to say.
Yeah, so you open it up and you find a relatively plain-looking room. Nothing too exceptional. Yeah, this bedroom looks like it hasn't been disturbed in a very, very long time. There's plenty of dust and cobwebs covering more or less everything. Typical furnishings, a narrow bed, mouldy mattress, a fairly nice headboard actually, and an empty wooden dresser, nightstand, coat rack, an armchair that, although old and weather-worn and decayed, it looks like it would still be quite nice to kind of recline in and do whatever it is you would do. And there's an oval mirror which hangs on the wall next to the door.
So the dresser is definitely empty.
Yeah, you open it up and peer on inside, and yeah, there's nothing but air and dust.
I'm gonna tempt fate and stare into the mirror for like 30 seconds.
Alright,
And then my reflection goes.
you kind of stare into the reflection, and just as you are about to turn away, you suddenly noticed a bit of schmutz on your chin. Okay. Yeah, you wipe it away and yeah, you're good to go. You're hot to trot, ready for a night on the town.
Alright, this room is boring.
Okay. So yeah, you
Rolo's
guys.
like pointing his crossbow directly at Asa.
All
Oh,
right.
that's rude.
What's
Are you feeling okay?
what's everyone else doing in this room here?
I was gonna search this room.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, armchairs, whatnot, wolves, clothes, dead animals and stuff.
Is there anything
There's
in
a
the
desk. There is a desk. Let's see. It seems to be what looks to be a roll top desk. You kind of try it. I mean, do you try and open it?
Yeah.
You give it a rattle, and it seems to be locked.
What kind of lock?
A key lock. Pretty standard. You could pick it if you're adept at that, or you could just smash it open. It's just a desk kind of thing. Locked, but you know, it's only a desk. It's not a safe or a door, so you could probably break it open if you wanted.
Kane, do you think I should force this thing open? It's locked.
Kane seems to have left the room. Yeah, you turn,
I
and
can still
Kane is
hear you.
mysteriously missing. Well, you kind of hear it. Oh yeah, you hear his voice chiming in from the corridor.
I mean, I can see him through the door still.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, try to open it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and then try to open it.
You're gonna try and force it open, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Athletics, I guess, or strength, general. Ooh, almost a 2. 16. All right, yeah, you kind of, maybe you take out your weapon and kind of wedge it,
18.
or you have some sort of blade or something, and you kind of winkle it in there and kind of force it open, and there's a bit of resistance at first, but with a sickening crack, you kind of force it open, and it is broken open. Yeah, so looking on in, you find a set of calligrapher's supplies, a leather-covered journal with a stylized wolf's head on the front cover. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah, so you find those things, calligrapher's supplies and a journal with a stylized wolf's head on the front. Oop, have we lost a camera?
I'm back. Yeah, a quick problem on my end. Fix it real quick, hopefully. Not a big
Alright.
issue.
Alright, yeah. So you get the calligraphy supplies, and
I'm going to
the journal.
I'm gonna grab both of those things and then I'm gonna take the journal and go hand it to Kane.
Okay. So yeah, you grab both of those things and stride on over to Kane and hand him the journal. Yeah. So and then I presume the other two kind of go on to the next room.
If we may.
Yeah. This door is cracked open, so you kind of peer on in and you find pretty much a similar room, more or less the same kind of deal.
Can I investigate and pilfer through everything?
You can.
I will guard your back while you pilfer and pillage.
You find the same 4 walls, but in a different shape.
So much dust.
Yeah, there's a lot of dust. It seems to be pretty much the same as the other one.
Where does dust come from?
Where does dust come from?
Hell.
Definitely.
All clear.
Some sort of dirt demon, perhaps.
It's mostly dead skin.
So there's things living here, right?
The dead.
The dead.
What do we see at the end of the hallway?
These are stairs heading on upwards.
Gotcha. I'll nod at Asa and gesture him towards the hallway where our companions went.
Yeah, so you guys come back, and around that time you see Salam finish handing over some sort of book to Kane, and then you guys head on into this room together, perhaps?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing
Alright.
in our hallway.
Alright, so
Except for the staircase.
Yeah, staircase
Dirt.
heading on upwards, and yeah, you head on into here then. This spacious bedroom has walls decorated with more wainscoting and rusty oil lamps. A four-poster stands against the south wall, its bedposts carved to look like stags and wolves. Opposite the bed is a stone hearth with a black marble mantle that has a pair of elk antlers mounted above it. A bare, dust-covered writing desk is set against the wall under a pair of tall windows flanked by burgundy drapes. Other furnishings include a tall wardrobe in the northeast corner and an empty dog kennel in the southeast.
There's still a chance the hound was a man.
I suppose it grows smaller, but not impossible.
Agreed.
Do you think he kept a man in a cage in his bedroom?
Listen, I'm not going to judge people by their lifestyle choices.
Agreed, yeah. I wouldn't put it past people, would you?
Yeah, people can get up to all sorts.
The decade I've spent here on the Sword Coast has been some of the weirdest of my life.
Yeah, let's not shame the dead.
Should we go ahead and try to open that desk?
I think so.
Are
I'll
there
guard
any
this
doors
very
on the
important
desk?
hallway.
I'm sorry, Salam, I didn't hear you.
You look, yeah, there's some drawers on the desk even, but yeah, you kind of go through it and you don't find much other than loose paper and writing supplies. Nothing of note.
Writing supplies. Oh, joy.
Yeah, sure. Get yourself a dusty, decayed quill and some dried up ink.
Okay.
What about the wardrobe?
There's some dusty clothes in there. Probably pretty decent clothes, like, you know, kind of middle class, nicely made, but very old and moth-eaten. Nothing of note unless you're into, you know, that vintage look.
Any money under the mattress?
You can toss the mattress if you want, yeah.
Just a cautious lift.
Yeah, you kind of lift it up and you find nothing but decay and stains.
Ew, he had stains.
Do I notice anything of note around the fireplace and antlers and shit?
Let's see. I mean, are you investigating or perceiving actively?
Investigating, if you don't mind.
Is that different to the one you rolled? Yeah, getting a new one.
I rolled another.
Holy shit, that's like 3 ones for you tonight.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 4 walls, but there's a slight curve here.
He goes blind.
Yeah, he can't comprehend how the wall suddenly curves, and he goes insane.
I'll give the fireplace a good old slap. Yeah, this checks out.
It probably had fire in it at some point.
Can't never know for sure though.
Yeah, you notice your shoelaces are untied.
I'll leave them. They're meant to be that way.
Okay.
It's stylish.
It's very stylish.
Alright, I'll open the last door.
Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so looking into here, it's all over the place. An explosion of some kind has happened here, damaging the 2 uppermost levels of the tower, creating a gaping hole between them and covering the area with soot. A curved wooden staircase that once rose along the outer wall has been destroyed, leaving no easy way to reach what remains of the tower's topmost floor. All that's left of the staircase are a few jagged shards of wood that jut out from the wall at different angles. And as you push into this room, you hear the whispers on the wind calling out, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
Don't talk to them.
Nothing but silence greets you.
I think we should go to that spouse staircase now.
Which one? There's 2.
Yeah, Azza and
We didn't look
Kane,
up the side
yeah,
passage.
yeah. You didn't know you don't know much about this room here. Only Chadwick, Kane, and Salam know about the other one. The other
Right.
two
And
reported
there's-
about the staircase.
And there's there too. Which everyone's seen.
So the the rough planks or not planks, but remnants of wood that are sticking out in that collapsed stairwell. Do they look stable enough to try and climb up?
Probably not.
What do we think is up there? Like a whole nother floor connected to the tower, or is it
mean,
just
based-
like standalone?
Based on what you saw from the outside, there is definitely a third floor. Maybe not as much as the first and second, but definitely a solid third floor.
And we think we can guess that the tower is connected to the house on the third floor. It's not just a standalone part of the house. Maybe I don't know.
Like a spire?
Yeah, like a spire. Like
More like, a
Okay.
roof space. So there's rooms up there.
I guess I'm not sure what I'm asking either.
It's not a spire. There's definitely a floor up there, but it narrows slightly, so there's less rooms up there.
Like,
maybe
can we see
smaller
like
rooms.
a doorway up there that would have opened into the third floor tower?
If you kind of poke your head into the spiral staircase, it kind of curves round several times, so you can't really see the top of it.
You guys
If you
want me to
will.
climb up there and see if there's a door?
What?
If
The
you
spiral
climb up there-
staircases?
Like climbing the walls? No, in the one that we're looking at that's broken? Is
Oh,
that what you're talking about, Sal?
Oh, I get you. I get you now. Yeah. So it's pretty tricky to climb up there with how collapsed it is, but you could. It would be difficult even for you, Salam, but you could probably climb on up to the next floor. It does extend upwards to a similar sized room.
You want to take a rope with you? Just
Oh,
in
yeah.
case there's something up there to see.
Since
rope.
something has busted this room up, you don't know how stable it is.
I'll guard the doorway.
I mean, or we can just take one of the two staircases up. That might be easier.
Yeah, I think that would be best. Let's do the one that's in the room.
Do we have enough of a sense from the outside when we were looking into or looking up to know if this is like a one-off spire, or did all the third floor look connected from the bottom?
I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Is this like an isolated spire away from whatever else is on the third floor?
I guess. I mean, we know there's a third floor, and this isn't just it. But are they connected? Like maybe there's a dip.
Right.
I mean, it's connected at the second and first floor.
I mean, this circular room seems to be a similar size above. Looking at the roof from outside,
Gotcha.
it's the same kind of thing, but maybe a bit narrower for these kind of room areas.
Well, then, yeah, I guess we can go try one of the normal stairwells and get a better lay of the land.
Yeah, they'll wind on upwards.
Cool.
What-
Oh, did you all
I-
find
I'm
another
going-
stairwell over here?
Yeah, I'm going for the other stairs. Like, wait, where's everyone going?
Yeah, which ways are you guys going?
Kane said we should go to the one in the room, so I was just listening to Kane.
Yeah,
Alright.
right. Cool. All right. Just a heads up, there is another stairwell on the other end of the hallway where we investigated.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one seems a little bit more personal. To have a staircase directly in your room, it seems a bit more important.
Have at it.
Okay.
Go
Let's have a
Hoss.
look. See. Where am I? Here we go.
Oh, no scary pictures.
Okay.
I'm spooked.
So you guys kind of head on up this spiral staircase. It kind of winds on up, and as you kind of reach the top, roll roll perception. As you kind of reach the top
Gladly.
there.
Is it? Never mind.
Okay, Salam, you hear the faintest whisper as you reach the kind of top, or all of you reach the top kind of the room, and you hear someone whisper, "Good luck." And you find a door at the top of the staircase.
I just heard the whispers again, and they said good luck, which worries me slightly.
Now you're going mad.
Whisper thanks back.
I mean,
open the door.
only Salam heard it. All right, yeah, you open the door. All right,
Yeah, but he told me.
let's gather you guys up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay. So
What
yeah,
a signature.
everyone will
Witchy
kind of.
Witch Adventures, is that what it says?
Oh yeah, these are like not the base maps.
Yeah, Patreon stuff probably.
Yeah, Patreon stuff. So yeah, you guys kind of go up the staircase. You open the door and you kind of look into a room. The attic has a peaked roof that slopes down towards, yeah, I'm reading around, down towards the east and west. Dust blankets cover everything in the room, including a stone hearth in the middle of the north wall and an oval mirror mounted above it. An oval rug on the floor as well. Against the west wall, half hidden behind curtains of cobwebs, is a bed sized for a young child. A rocking chair, a shelf lined with dolls, and a wash basin. A niche to the south. Oh god, I'm doubting myself. A niche to the south contains a small wooden cradle, a wooden playpen, and a window box. Suspended above the playpen is a mobile made of colorfully painted fish on the ends of hooks. Do you push into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
I'll follow Salam.
So yeah, let's put Salam and Kane
Oh, it's a
in
smaller room than I was expecting.
there. Yeah, it is
Sounded
quite
bigger than
small. Yeah. There is
sort
very,
of torture
very
chamber.
kind of
Yeah.
small space here.
Let me in!
Oh. Okay, let's push you guys in. You keep closing the door on each other. Alright, so you guys
Sorry.
kind of push on in the... Where are we? Ooh. Oh, no, there we go. Ah! It's so tight. Alright, let's see. So you guys kind of push in and you kind of see this room. Okay, let's see.
Exhale, they'll give us some space to move around.
Yeah, it is
I don't know.
quite a small room.
I don't know if I can deal with ghost babies.
So as you kind of like push into this area, what are you kind of doing?
Looking for ghost babies.
Looking for ghost babies. Okay, as you kind of push in, followed up by Chadwick, the room starts to shake and tremble. The furnishings rattle, and you feel a presence within the room. Angry, uninviting. Suddenly, one of the furnishings starts to shake and jutter and go sailing towards, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chadwick.
Chadwick's the top of this.
It is Chadwick.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Of course. He was abducted on our way back, and his replacement has been luring us to this mansion to suck out our bone marrow. Deceitful son of a bitch.
So you see an object go careening across the room and just smack Chadwick right in the face as he kind of enters the room, and he kind of yelps out madly, and kind of stumbles backwards, and you can see his face has been bloodied by the impact, and the room continues to shake violently.
Mimic! They're all mimics!
Let's maybe roll initiative.
Kill them all.
Okay. I need to change.
Yes, finally, a good roll.
Oh,
Praise
shit.
God.
I forgot to do my freaking advantage on initiative thing. Fuck.
Gutted.
Well, here's something I haven't forgotten. We're all a team. We're all gung-ho for the Candlekeep, and we're willing to help each other with advantage once per long rest.
There is that. Okay, let's take a look here.
Rollo, I trust you. You're a good person.
So, I need to quickly go to the loot while you guys contemplate what you might be doing, so I'll be back in a minute.
I was hoping he'd take us with him. I can't remember what time we end session. I know, Misfits, you gotta make dinner for your daughter and whatnot.
Actually,
Yeah, we're supposed to end at 6, but I prepped because I felt like today was gonna be a long one. So she's already eating and laying down.
Alright, got those Twizzlers. I respect
yeah,
that.
we're doing a
Papaillos,
mystery.
man.
We're doing a mystery accession. Nobody leaves until the mystery is solved.
Dear
Me-
Lord.
Meat and cheese patillos. Let's go.
Alright, I respect that.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize what time it was.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go. I've got my remote
This
control.
session
I'm
went
on.
quick.
We also started a little bit later. We started around like 3:15, 3:20.
True.
That well took us like 45, 47 minutes. I was like, man, something got to be in that well.
Yeah, that
Very-
locket's gonna be the key to solving the mystery.
It's a very curious well. Can't believe they hit Chadwick. Nobody hits Chadwick. Except for me when I'm drunk.
I had a feeling it was going to hit Chadwick too. I was like, it's going to hit Chadwick. He's in the doorway.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so yeah, let's begin this encounter. It shouldn't take too long, I think. Yeah, so Salam, you're up first.
Now with me and Salam at the top of the list. Ugh, no.
Oh, wait, what?
Do
Do we need to
Do I
change
see
any of the
anything?
initiatives? No, you do not see anything at the moment.
Damn.
Not much to do when you can't see anything.
Quick, cast the AoEs.
Yeah, AoEs, or you could always take the dodge action.
Fireball.
I'm gonna hold the sacred flame until I see something
Mm-hmm.
that is threatening us.
Alright, yeah, so you kind of plant your feet and you kind of start conjuring the fires and energies of a sacred flame, ready to jump into action at the moment's notice. Over to Azza.
Ah, hell, I don't see anything. And I have AoE attacks. I will hold a standard attack action
Mm-hmm.
if something appears to move within
With
5 feet of me.
your silvered or steel?
Oh yeah, silver.
Silver. Alright, smart. Okay. Over to something. Okay.
Chadwick, get down.
Let's see, where are we? Okay, so you feel a rush, the perceptive of you feel a rush and rustle of air coming from somewhere west in the room. And we go over to Chadwick, who wipes the blood from his nose and kind of looks around panicked and kind of pushes into the room shakingly and says, What's going on? Who threw that? I'm just trying to help.
We're in hell, Chadwick.
Oh god. And then
I
we
think
go.
Azza threw that at you. He said he was displeased with you.
Shut up, now's not the time.
Alright, over to Rollo.
I've got my battle face on.
Yeah, Rolo would just full dodge and stand at the ready.
That's a smart move. Spit on a rock, chuck it at a mate, and see if it sticks. Yeah, Rollo. So what was that? Sorry.
We still don't have a target, right? I'm just gonna dodge.
You saw some rustlings and gustings and disturbances from the west of the room. Yes.
Yeah. But I don't see anything in particular, right? Like anything that stands out as a threat. Yeah. I'm just gonna dodge.
Where's the camera taken? I was over there. Yeah. Kane, over to your turn.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna take the dodge action and just keep an eye out, see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you start dodging. So you go light on your feet and start bouncing around, ready for action. Salam, you still see nothing.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. There's nothing here.
AoE time.
Do we have doors in this room?
Think so.
I think it's just the one you came up in. Yeah. It's just
Gotcha.
the one you came up in, yeah.
Do I want to waste a spell slot?
Do I want to cast Burning Hands on my friends?
Okay, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Ooh. Is that just for yourself then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, how can I do this? So only Salam.
Good God, Misfits, why?
I don't know how to do this with only Salam.
I promise not to use meta knowledge.
Yeah, we won't meta.
Alright, I'll reveal what Salam sees. No metagaming, you people.
I won't even look at my screen.
I can't speak for Chadwick though.
Okay.
The chat counts either.
So Salam, you kind of like focus your inner energies and you feel your magic surge up into your eyes. Your red eye glows with is this an actual thing with your character, the red eye?
No.
Okay, it's just a portrait then. I've been referencing it every now and then, and it's actually nothing. Anyway, so your eyes kind of glow with magic intensity, and you force yourself to perceive what is in the room, and you see an eerie figure kind of floating in the corner of the room, kind of just looking at you with hatred and daggers in the eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to there, and then I'm gonna point right in front of me and say, "It's right there. I can see it. Kill it. It's looking at me with hatred."
Yeah. Okay, over to Azza. You see Salam kind of focus, become particularly alert, maneuver, and point to the corner of the room, indicating that something is there, filled with hatred in its eyes.
I will gladly try to swing at it, although I think even with
It will be disadvantaged, yeah.
Salam pointing, I'd be swinging sort of blind. Right direction, but just a high swing going diagonal, try to get a wide surface area.
Yeah, so for this space you swing, so it'll be to attack with disadvantage.
Yep. I'm looking for my sword.
Did you get a silvered sword in your inventory?
Yeah,
you got your great sword and your silver sword, yeah.
I was looking on the quick sheet trying to cheat, but it's taking longer. I didn't roll twice. That's my bad.
Oh, so
It
8
typically
is...
asks
Oh,
me.
3 is the lowest there, so yeah, that is definitely a miss. So you kind of follow Salam's instructions and you rush forwards and you just swing at the air and nothing happens.
I didn't feel anything. Did I hit it?
No, not there. Here.
Fine, and I adjust my stance. But it's not my turn anymore. Actually, it can be. Action surge.
Action surge.
Action surge.
First encounter.
Whatever.
Hey, they said good luck.
Ooh,
Okay, not one.
Shit.
that one. Yeah.
Right here.
You swing again and you try and adjust for where Salam was indicating, and you feel like you pulled something and you're kind of like wincing slightly. Yeah, you whiffed it pretty bad, and yeah, you kind of pull something in your shoulder and you're like, oh, I'm gonna need to put some ice on that later.
Not like this.
Yeah. Alright, Salam, you see this creature look at you with intensity, and you feel energy kind of rush towards you as it seems to reach out for you.
I do not.
Let's see, so charisma check, contested by your strength. Oh, that's terrible. I'm pretty sure you're gonna beat that. So
What do I roll?
So you're contesting with your strength. Let's see.
Like athletics?
Let's see. This makes a charisma check contested by the target's strength check. It just says strength check, so just do a strength check.
That's normally athletics, though.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's just straight strength, though.
I mean, it just says strength check. It doesn't say
Yeah.
athletics or anything. So yeah, just going by what's written, it's just a strength check. Ooh, you make it. Yeah, so you kind of feel a force coming from this creature as it kind of gestures towards you. It feels like it's trying to grab hold of your very being, but you kind of plant yourself, focus your inner strength, and you kind of resist whatever is trying to grasp a hold of you, and nothing seems to happen.
That might be the weirdest check I've ever heard of. Charisma contested by just straight strength.
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's weird.
Alright, so Chadwick, kind of jittering and shaking, looks at the corner and kind of just throws together the hand signs for a firebolt and just like throws it towards the corner. Yeah, that misses. It kind of just smacks against the wall and kind of fizzles out, leaving a slight scorch mark. Over to Rolo.
Yeah, Rolo will kind of thrust his crossbow forward in front of Kane and let loose into the corner.
Yeah, so you kind of push your way past and just fire a bolt towards the corner.
Sweet hair, bro.
Is that disadvantage? Or do you... Oh right, so we got 14 and 19, so... Wait, what?
Yeah, where did my roll go?
Yeah, I saw a 14 and a 19. Either way, a 14 will hit, so yeah.
I rolled a 1 on the first one.
Did you? I saw...
For
A
damage.
one on damage.
Yeah, on damage.
Okay. Alright, yeah, we can take... So, what is it? 1 plus 3, so 4. Okay, so yeah, you kind of let loose a bolt and you see it sail And as it kind of reaches a certain point, you see it kind of waver and kind of tumble in the air, and you see some wisp of energy kind of interact with it.
It's real. Salam's not crazy. And Rilla will kind of duck away behind Chadwick as he runs to the corner of the room and lets loose another one as he arrives in the corner.
Mm-hmm. So still at disadvantage. I think it's if you hold control. Yeah, so
Yep,
that's an 11.
that's exactly it.
So 18, that hits for 4 piercing. So yeah, you send another bolt over. Salam, you see these bolts kind of interact with the poltergeist. While they do kind of connect in some way, they do still pass through. But you see kind of some wisps of spectral energy kind of wash away with the bolts. But it doesn't seem to be paying too much mind to them. So yeah, if that's everything from Rolo, we go over to Kane.
Kane is gonna take the disengage as an action and move away from this thing.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Over to Salam then.
I'm gonna inflict wounds.
Alright, go for it. So yeah, you definitely see this thing and you kind of go in for the attack.
It's just not gonna roll now? What the fuck?
Oh,
It said you're running late.
13. 13 hits. So you kind of lunge towards this being and it kind of starts trying to disengage and kind of drift away from your attack. However, you get in there in time and it connects and deals 19 necrotic damage. So you connect and it wails and screams madly, and everyone in the room, you hear these wails and screams, and the shaking of the room intensifies even further. Yeah, and yeah, you see it kind of start to fade very quickly. And then we go over to Azir, if that's everything from Salam.
Yep.
Alright.
With a little bit of strain in my back. Third time's the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
Let's see.
There you go.
So we've got 24 on the first. And then, was that a 10 on the other?
I saw a 10.
A 10 plus
Yeah.
something.
Oh, 15.
15, yeah, that's gonna hit. So silvered sword, so 10.
It's being really weird with the rolls today. It's not saving like half of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to ask me if I want to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, you need
but
to
now
hit
it's not.
control to roll disadvantage, and I think alt for advantage. But yeah, so 15 does hit, so yeah, 11 total. So you kind of swing with your great silver greatsword, and you see some wisps of energy as it passes through.
Oh yeah, I know it hit it now.
Yeah, you can tell you're hitting something.
Move a little too. I think I got a beat on it. But that's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's just add it there. Alright, so, yeah, so the poltergeist, the thing, kind of looks around wildly, Salam, and you see it kind of set its eyes on Kane and kind of reach out towards Kane as well.
So is it moving then?
No, it's not moving. Kane, can you make
It just has a long ass arm.
It's doing something instead. Let's.
Okay.
It kind of reaches out with its energies, and you see it fixate on Kane. Can you make a strength check, please?
That's not fair. I've moved in the way. I'm going nanner, nanner, nanner. Nanner,
Oh, you
nanner.
crushed
Nice.
it. You crushed it. So, Kane, you feel something unknown kind of seep into your being and try and kind of pick you up, but you kind of resist as you kind of bolster your inner magical energies and resist whatever it is. that is assailing you. Over to Chadwick, who will again fire another firebolt.
Oof.
And miss, I think. Yeah, that's a miss. Over to
Yes,
Rollo.
babies.
I'll save you, Kane. And yeah, Rolo will start shooting with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a 1. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
so
getting railed today. I love it.
you are. Yeah, you kind of fire off a bolt and it kind of pings off the wall, narrowly missing Azza's face.
I saved you as I was about to get you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And I will use my free object interaction to switch out this unlucky cigar for a fresh one, and I will let loose again.
Yeah. That's probably it.
Damn hell it is.
Yeah, buddy.
That hits 7, alright. So you send another bolt forwards, and this one hits. Yeah. So you see again another bolt kind of sail forwards, and kind of you see the wisps of energy kind of like get dragged along as the bolt goes through the space. Over to Kane, if that's everything from Rolo.
Yep, I just stomp out the unlucky cigar. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it lit?
No,
You
definitely
just
not.
stomp it out of
Oh yeah,
existence.
yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna firebolt at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So 17 with 2 damage for the first one.
Was that disadvantage? Yeah, it just looks like a normal roll. Oh right, oh for the first one, yeah, I get you. So 17 hits, so that's 2 damage for fire. Yeah.
Yep, and then that's my turn.
Alright. Okay, over to Salam.
I am going to take my magical book flail
Mhm.
and try to kill this thing.
Yeah, so you can very much see it, so no disadvantage for you. Oh, baby! A crit! So yeah, you kind of grab your flail and you wind it up good. Was that a crit? Yeah, that was a crit. So yeah, 14. Yeah, so you start winding this up and you just bring it slamming into this this spectral being, and you definitely finish it off. Any way in particular?
Yeah, I just bring like the flail down like straight like overhead through it, and I'm screaming at it, "There will be no undead near me!"
Alright, yeah, you bring it down, the pages flutter on open to the exact page that details how to banish spectral beings, and you snuff it out. The flail just descends down and just like squashes it into pale mist that just dissipates and just drifts away into the air, and you feel the chill in the room kind of leave slightly, but there's still that kind of airy feel around the room.
I killed it, you guys. It's dead.
All right.
Wow. That was a
Rolo's
good
still
swing.
like shooting crossbows into the corner.
Yeah, everyone else is still going.
I didn't see what you did, but that was a good swing.
It looks like a good swing, definitely. Alright, okay, so as this thing is vanquished, the chill leaves the room, Salam claims it is vanquished, and everyone kind of goes easy for a bit. And you all hear the kind of creaking of the house, but also what sounds to be like the creaking of a door or something else, somewhere else on this floor. And that is where we will leave it for today, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so there was some creaking off somewhere else on this floor. And that is where we will have to end today's session, unfortunately. But yeah, we got pretty stuck into this mystery, I think. You've made it to the area.
Thomas said that we couldn't stop until we finished the mystery, so...
Yeah, that is true. You're in the piss room. But I
You
would
missed
like to
that,
go eat
so.
dinner.
I'm gonna have to put my DM foot down and say no to that. I've got work in the
Oh.
morning, and it's
I
like
did say that.
it's like 20 to midnight here for me, and I'm
Nah,
up
I've
at
So you
still
got 20 minutes.
I've still got like 6 hours and 20 minutes to midnight, so I think we're okay.
yeah. All right. You'll get attacked by something and die.
No, it's good. I need a nap. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm good.
All right. Yeah. All right. Good. So we'll pick this up again next Thursday. So we should be good for next Thursday. Yeah, we've probably got next week, the week after that. We'll probably be taking some time off for Christmas while I'm visiting home, but we'll deal with that. But next week and the week after, we should be good for another session. So yeah, tune in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the follows, and I hope you enjoyed it. Anyone else got anything to shout out?
Thanks for DMing dope ass session
Yeah,
as always.
no worries, no worries. I'm having a great time.
We did it.
Yeah.
Mystery solved. The session's ending, so we must have completed it.
Sure. Yeah.
Shout out my Twitch channel, misguided_misfits at Twitch.
Yes.
Stop on by.
What are you playing nowadays?
War Tales. It's like
War Tales.
Battle Brothers, but with
okay.
better graphics.
All right. Better graphics are always good.
I already lost 2 parties. It's been ridiculous. I've just been getting destroyed.
That's no
Yeah, I was
good.
gonna say you're not doing so hot at that.
Have you
No, I'm
tried
not.
trying harder?
I did, right? And then I had one person left, and I paid to make him a captain. He
Mhm.
took all the gear I gave him, and he left.
Oh wow! Just bailed on you.
What? I
Unlucky.
would
Yeah.
be so mad.
I was like, oh my god, my only level 3 guy. Now I got all these guys with like paper mache weights and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Unlucky. All right.
Sucks.
Yeah, if that's everything, then we can bring everything to a close. Yeah.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Check
Thanks
in
for
next
playing,
week.
guys. Yeah, you guys are great, and yeah, I'll check you guys
shit.
next week.
Rations are heavy, y'all.
Wait,
Yeah,
they
rations are pretty heavy.
Yeah, ultra heavy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I guess the whole day's worth of
Pounds?
food.
Yeah. It's either a lot or something that's very dense. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for playing, guys, and yeah, thanks for watching stream. Catch you next week. We should be good for Sunday for another Waterdeep, so tune in for that, and yeah. Take it easy. Watch out for that Omicron virus thing that's knocking around at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. Bye bye.